You are now listening to the Q&E Podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
Hello, everybody. You're listening to the Q&E Podcast. You're here with your boy Q Hicks right now. I got Edgar on the other line. Edgar, tell the people what's good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Q&E Podcast. We got two guests here today. We got Derrick coming back again, and we got our boy D-Hen. D-Hen, introduce yourself. Derrick, UX.
What's going on, everybody? Diante Henry, St. Pete native.
UCF student.
I talk a lot of shit, so you gotta be ready.
Yeah, thanks for having me back, man. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, yes, we had to. And if y'all don't know Derrick is from On the Sidelines. He's the brand developer over there, so definitely check out OTS guys on Instagram and on Twitter, man. If this is your first time tuning in to the Q&E Podcast, we are primarily sports podcast, but we also talk about entertainments, films, and also music. And if you haven't already checked out, also go check out our Lovecraft Country episode 1 and episode 2 recaps, bro. Definitely check those out. We had a lot of fun on that. All right, let's go. All right, bro. But the biggest news of this week was the Jacob Blake killing. So we're going to start off with current events in a way. The Jacob, not killing, but shooting. Yeah. Hey, kid, niggas
bro,
so much.
I thought he was dead, man.
Me too.
I ain't gonna front. I saw that video. I was like, I was more shocked he was alive than anything else.
Exactly, bro. So if you don't know,
look, man, 7 times that man lived to tell his story.
Yeah.
Hey,
look, it's a first. It's a first for everything. This one gonna really shake the room.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how much he sues them for. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I want him to take them all down.
Facts.
I want him to defund the police.
Hey, real deal. Because he need all of that. He need all of that.
Y'all seen what the police chief said, bro? What he basically said was, if these niggas wasn't out the house after dark, they wouldn't have got shot.
Literally.
What?
That's basically
with the 17-year-old walking like the next couple of days in the protest in Kenosha. A 17-year-old went around with what was it? M16, AR-15, something, but it was a assault rifle. Bro, walk around with that bitch on the front of him. Let that been me, you, or any of the rest of us. We'd have been shot down the street
Easily.
He walking past and they talking about, man, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Okay.
Crazy, bro.
Okay.
So if y'all don't know about the Jacob Blake shooting, he was shot in his back 7 times in Kenosha, Wisconsin, trying to walk away from an altercation that he did break up. It was a fight that he was breaking up, and he was trying to walk back to his car, and a cop followed him to his car, shot him in the back 7 times, bro. It looked like for no reason. And it's crazy how desensitized I am, or we are, to it, man. We just seen it so many times. When I see the video, it's like I couldn't even really feel emotion, man. So, Edgar, what was your first reaction, bro, to watching the video, and how do you feel?
My first reaction was kind of the same as yours. It was like I was angry as hell, but I was so desensitized that my anger, it was silent. Like, I just seen it and I was pissed off. I couldn't express my anger. I couldn't yell. I couldn't do anything. I shook my head, and y'all seen the tweet I made about it. It was like, I'm not even gonna make a long post, because it's like it's another situation, another black man shot. I was the same way as Derrick. I thought he died literally in that moment, but thank God he's alive. Thank God he's still able to see his wife and kids and whatnot. But the fact that he's paralyzed, like, you still took half of him away damn near, basically. So that still stuck with me. It's like, damn, he won't be able to walk again. But the good part is we finally have a situation out of all these names, from Philando Castile, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, all the way down. We have someone who got shot and is alive to take these people to court and give their side of the story. Even though with all these other situations, we see it on camera for the most part, the other person is still dead and can't give their view of the story. But now we got that person who can do that. So I am happy for that.
You know what? The crazy part about that is I had this conversation with a coworker of mine earlier today. I was only at work for like maybe 3-4 hours, and we sat there and talked about this shit for about an hour and a half. And they said, out of all the people, you got one man that was able to walk away from 7 bullets. Out of all of them names, like you just said, you just ran down 4 names alone. But we got lists of people, you know what I'm saying? Like columns that can be filled in on the back of shirts, you know, that we've had people just be killed in front of us, and we see this shit every single day. It's something new about a black man getting killed every day, and to be walking around in an area that's completely white out here in Orlando, dog. I watch over my shoulder all the time, and it's crazy because when you had the George Floyd shooting too, they had all these protests out here. I remember I was coming from work. They blocked off the toll road. They were standing on the toll road protesting. And these cops came up there, you know, in riot gear, ready to force them off the road. People peacefully protesting, walking on and blocking traffic. Just put a car in the way and direct traffic another way. Let these people talk. You know what I'm saying? They're not disturbing the peace. They're not messing nothing up but a couple dollars going to the state on these tolls. And y'all out here shooting rubber bullets and putting tear gas in these people's face for what?
Yeah.
There's no reason. People get tired, and me and all of us, all four of us being black men, it's scary, you know, that you can sit every morning, get up, go through your Twitter feed, your Instagram feed, Facebook for the ones that use it. And I'm not one for the socials. I mean, I post when y'all get to talking about sports. But as you know, outside of that, y'all don't see me post nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to things like this, you know, it's hard not to speak up. You can't sit around and be like, okay, well, what if Black Twitter come after me? Or what will my white friends think? What will my other people think? What will people back home think of me? You know, what will the masses think? Honestly, fuck what they think. I'm tired. I'm angry. I'm scared. And I think that shit speaks volumes for all of us, because we have to walk around like that when a lot of these other people don't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
You can say brown and people of color all day, but when we're talking about a black man, black women, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, you know what I'm saying, being killed in cold blood, unarmed, you know, as of no threat to anybody, not even themselves or anybody in their house at that. Breonna Taylor was in her house asleep. Think about that. You could be sleeping. You could be asleep, and them motherfuckers will still come in and get you.
Yeah.
How that work?
Yeah. And that's a good point you said, bro, about Jacob Blake still being alive today. Like it shows you how big his purpose is in this world, bro. He still has more to give to this world, bro. His time was not up yet, bro. And
you know, the sad part about it is that I'm starting to see people post up about his rap sheet.
Oh, you know they love to do that.
Like, let's say whatever. I mean, I read something yesterday about what he's been convicted of and everything like that. Put that to the side. I'm sorry, man. I don't unless this dude was like, I'm sorry, hold up. Even if he had a gun in his hand, that doesn't even, because I've seen white suspects have guns, swords, axes, knives. Only thing I haven't seen is a white suspect with a flamethrower. That's literally the only thing I have not seen yet.
They've had torches. Before.
Torches, yeah. But I like they've had all that, and they could still, you know, apprehend the suspect without them dying. Yep. So, miss me with all this stuff about he was reaching for this or that and the other. We don't know what he had in his car. I don't even think he was really reaching for something. I think he was just trying to get into the driver's seat. That's what I saw. He tried to get into the driver's seat, get his truck, and go. And,
probably trying to calm down his kids too, bro. He got kids in the back seat. Come on now.
Yeah. And how irresponsible is that for cops to see kids right there, and you still shoot? That's what really messed me up about the Philando Castile thing as well. Even though what happened to him was tragic, you see he's got a kid in the back seat.
Daughter literally sitting right there watching the whole
there.
Situation. Like,
so miss me with all the excuses. Miss me with all the rundown. Everybody wants to go down with his rap sheet and say, "Oh, he deserved this." No, that's like police are not there to attack you for your rap sheet.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I don't really care. I feel, you know what? You know how I would feel safe in the community? the Black Panther Party came back, and they teamed up with Crips and Bloods. If I saw a Crip and Blood in my store, I'm dapping them up.
Literally.
Oh, you protecting the community? Hey.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Like, Black Panthers used to literally, they taught kids after school. They gave out school lunches. They gave after school lunches to families that needed it. They literally protected the neighborhood. And white people were afraid of that. Police forces were afraid of that because why are they armed if they're just doing it? They're armed because in case y'all come over here and mess with us, we can protect our community. So I totally agree. That would be cool. And to have like ex-gang members or current gang members.
I want everybody. I want them all.
You know what's crazy though? We were raised in an area where it would stay away from the gang members. Mm-hmm. And the badge was supposed to be to protect and serve. Now we sitting here talking about the whole other way around.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Like damn, let's look to the ones who was gunning after each other. If we really being real, for the gang members that was gunning after each other, you know, back home with all the ones that we got, I ain't gonna say no names. You know, you got all the ones that's running around back home, and you say, okay, well, let's go ahead and have them take the precedent of, you know, protecting the communities, the Wildwoods, Jordan Parks, the North Side areas up there by Fossil and shit. You know, let's have them, you know, make sure that they going door to door, making sure families safe, the Black families. Not everybody, but the Black families that's in the neighborhood. Let's make sure that they go around and make sure that they safe, because we see a SPPD car rolling around. We're going to keep it a buck. If you see one of them narc cars rolling around in Wildwood or Child's Park or anywhere in St. Pete or anywhere ever, period, point blank, you could be in a whole different county, whole different area code, anywhere you at. You see any of them cars roll around, your first instinct is fuck.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like I don't even have to be doing nothing. But my whole body my hair standing up, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I could be on my way to work. I could be sitting there drinking a coffee in the morning. I could be enjoying my breakfast or riding to church with my family. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sheer fear.
Yeah.
There's no other dynamic ever in any facet that will have to have a conversation with their children about compliance.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you don't even have to be doing anything.
Nope.
Yeah.
But comply. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But we've even seen where compliance doesn't even save your life.
Yeah.
So like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Exactly.
We're Black.
And Edgar, bro, we was talking about this yesterday while talking about Love, girl. We was talking about that one scene where the cop was pulling over Letty, and that was that one scene. And it was just like you felt the tension of that whole scene. And you remember at that party, he was like, he wanted to make the U-turn, and he was like, okay, if you beg, I'll let you go. He was like, yeah, please let this smart nigga go, or whatever he said. He had to say that. He had to put his pride to the side and comply. Even though it was other people in the car, he still had to comply. And it's still 70 years later in 2020, we're still going through damn near Jim Crow times when it comes to compliance, bro.
Let me ask you something though. When they were riding and they were trying to get to the city limit and they were doing the speed limit at 25 miles per hour, and that cop was riding on their back the way that he was, did you not feel like my heart was beating the entire time?
It was. That's what we were talking about yesterday.
Like I was like, damn, I hope they make it. Like
exactly,
man.
And that's just want to go ahead and get this HBO account. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet, pay this 15.
It's worth it.
Find somebody to split it with. Cause me and Quincy splitting right now. Just find somebody to split it with that might want to watch.
Bro, and for that just being a show, it's just like we know that these people aren't gonna actually, things going wrong what happened to them, but I literally felt every single bit of tension and anxiety that they were feeling. Which is beautiful work by Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams. Beautiful work, but it just shows like how conditioned we are to the fear. It doesn't matter if it's fake or real. That we are afraid.
Exactly. You know what? It's funny because y'all talking about a show that maybe not everybody has put their eyes on. But earlier before we started, we was talking about classics, right? 5 Heartbeats.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
yep.
They had to sing to be able to get away from them cops to show that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing.
Yep.
How do we know that you are who you say you are? Can y'all sing me a tune?
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody probably just put their eyes on, especially when all of us being home watching Netflix. Dear white people.
He basically telling you, shuck and jive for me, and I'll let you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Another scene that shook us, that I'm sure shook all of us to our core, was when you watched Dear White People, and Reggie almost got shot at the frat house.
Oh, yeah, I
haven't
remember
even
that.
watched that.
Yeah.
Haven't watched it either.
Dear White People, it's on Netflix. I don't know why they didn't come out with it.
I watched the first season, but I didn't watch any more.
See, it's a good watch. Now in the scene, what song was it they were singing? It was like,
I forgot the song, but the scene he was talking about when Reggie almost got shot, it was like the white students on campus. All the students are at a PWI, and the black students, they got their black. You know how you got the black community, they have their clubs and stuff that they do. But the white kids on campus, they threw a blackface party. And like some of the black students went there to basically crash the party and stop the party. And then when Reggie was there, like he got into an altercation with one of the white students. And when the police came in, they damn near like was going to kill Reggie and didn't even pay no mind to any of the white students. So it was crazy. That whole scene was crazy.
That's true. But I just want to talk about also the part of the Jacob Blake situation, the fact that the cops didn't have any body cameras on, bruh. It just like they already knew what they had in their mind, what they had set in their mind to do. Like they knew they were gonna cause some type of damage, bro. It's like you had nothing on. If it wasn't for somebody recording in their apartment from like next door, like bro, we wouldn't have no footage of it. We had no evidence of what happened to Jacob.
It would have been his word against theirs.
Exactly, and they would have tried to sweep it under the rug like they all do, bro.
Yep.
It's crazy how they try to kill us with that. You know what I'm saying? And then they would have came up with an excuse of why they didn't have the body camera on.
Oh yeah.
Come on, bro. Y'all can't play both sides like that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
We need better training when it comes to this.
I hate to interrupt, but I just thought of the song. It was Trap Niggas.
Yeah.
It was a white kid in the scene talking. He was singing the song Trap Niggas, and he was like, when he was asking why you got to keep saying the N-word, it started an altercation, and then the cops showed up.
Right.
Like right behind the altercation, which was, I mean, it was within reason. He got mad for a good reason. You know, we're not getting into that conversation about white people thinking that they're entitled to say the N-word, but that's a conversation for another time. But nonetheless, he got mad for that reason, and it caused the entire altercation. And he was literally sitting there staring down the barrel of a gun because he was a black man at a white party, and he had to show identification. Nobody else had to show identification of any kind. But he had to show identification for him being the angry black man at a white party.
And keep in mind, Reggie was a scholar. Like his dad literally worked at the school. He was like one of the deans at the school and whatnot. Like all of that. So it don't matter what kind of person you are. Like if you black, you accustomed to the same type of shit.
Yeah, I try to tell people that all the time. It doesn't matter how rich a black person is. Yeah, like we're all going to be treated the same way.
And it was shown in that movie Crash. Y'all remember that movie with Terrence Howard in 2004?
Bro,
remember that? And Terrence Howard had got pulled over, and he was like a rich executive. And he got pulled over, and the cop was filling up his wife. And it was like, it was nothing he can do in that moment. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, he's just a black man. But the cop has all of the control, bro. It's nothing that you can do, bro. You always on the defense when it comes to them. And that can't, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, man.
It's funny because you say we always on the defense, but we can't defend ourselves.
Exactly. We still can't. We can't. We really
better strap up.
Yeah.
Look, even you talking about a war getting started, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Y'all better stock up.
Hey, you talking about a rebellion? Are you talking about a rebellion?
Hey, man.
Are we going back to them days?
Hey, Nat Turner. I feel like someone better rise up like Nat Turner, bro. I feel like it's about to happen.
Before we get to the next topic, I just want to highlight that point because I watch Tupac videos all the time. I listen to Malcolm X speeches a lot all the time. And Tupac, as much of a visionary as he was and as peaceful as he tried to be sometimes, I seen a speech where he was talking to a group of Muslims at a convention, and he was telling them, like, we passed marching at this point. Like, we've been marching for over 100 years. Like, I'm sad to say it, but we can't be peaceful anymore. We're at war. You have to with a war mindset. If I got to be a thug to get the accomplishment of my people, I'm gonna be a thug. If I got to be a Muslim, if I got to be this, if I got to be that, I'll do whatever it takes. But you got to have that war mentality right now. And I feel like years later, past that, right now, we have to have that war mentality. Do I think it has to go all the way to arms against arms and guns against guns?
It's about to. It's about to. It's about to be a whole new civil war, bro.
If there's any way without having to get to that level to accomplish our goal, I'd rather try that first. But if it get down to where we would have to do that, I feel like that's a point in history.
Yeah,
that we'll have to experience.
I think
we already a part of the history books at this point as it is.
Right.
Come down to it, and we got to write another chapter. By all means, I'm sure we all are more than ready to go to war.
I think we all want peace. Like, I think we all want it. We all want change in a peaceful way. The problem is, like you said, Edgar, the marches been doing that. The protests, been doing that. The praying, we've been doing that. The pleading, the begging, we've been doing that. Ain't nothing work. Ain't nothing work.
Yep.
Ain't nothing work. So, hey, if that's how we got to go.
By any means necessary.
By any means necessary, bro.
Bro.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
By any means necessary. Look, I don't want to go down that route.
Yeah.
I will be the first person to say,
if there's another way, let's try the other way.
Let's do the other way. I'm a very peaceful guy. I'm quiet. I don't want to.
We're getting very close to the point where it might not be another way. And
that's what I'm saying.
That point, but if it gets to that point, you got two sides. You're already at a point where you got two sides right now. But you're still going to have to choose if you get to that point.
Yeah. And I was saying this back in May, man. A lot of people are starting to break out of the MLK mindset of praying and hoping and praying for better days. It's like, all right,
even
the Malcolm X.
Even Martin Luther King broke out of that Martin Luther King mindset.
And he got shot. Right?
And he got killed right. Yep. And that's a part of his story that people don't talk about. He started talking like Malcolm X toward the end. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was ready for that action.
So Martin Luther King is ready for that action, bro. That means we need to get ready for that. That's really what it's
like. I'm tired of people trying to celebrate Martin Luther King, saying he was a peaceful man. He protested in a peaceful manner. When we have people out here peacefully protesting, and you shoot them down, you disperse them with tear gas, you hit them with rubber bullets. You're out there provoking them to do this, that, and the other. You're blaming them for setting buildings on fire and all this other destruction. Okay. Bet. Yeah.
So we all sound traumatized, bro. We all traumatized from what we're seeing. Like we said, we're desensitized, but we still traumatized at the same time, bro, because we don't know when it will end. But we
all need therapy, man.
Yeah. But
for sure,
that's something we don't talk about enough, actually, bro. All black folks need therapy, and it should be free.
It should be free. That should be part of our reparations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But just transition.
I have a whole list of things that I want, but that's gonna be that needs to be in it.
Yes, sir. So transitioning to the next topic about the NBA players, they're feeling traumatized as well, man. They see the same things we see on social media, and the Milwaukee Bucks were the first team to boycott the playoff games, man. In the middle of the playoffs, they said we can't do it anymore, man. We're fed up. We see what's going on, and nothing is changing, even though we put the Black Lives Matter on the court. Even though we got the social justice things or phrases on the back, nothing is still changing in America. So they're fed up, and they canceled the playoff games yesterday. Derrick, what were your first reactions to it, man? And how do you think they should have moved forward with the process? Do you agree that the season should have been continued?
No. You should if you're gonna protest and you want to stop it and you want to make an actual thing out of this to say, hey, look, we're forcing your hand to do what we want. Stop the season. Stop the season. I don't want it to be where we're stopping 1-2 games and it's like, oh, okay, now we continue.
Mm-hmm.
Like look, I'm perfectly fine with the season ending today. I've already made up in my mind we're not going to see any more basketball. I've already made that up in my mind. But I don't think the players have a true plan in place, because Jaylen Brown called them out. Like, if we end this, y'all need to be out there on the front lines with this stuff, not going home and chilling out with your family. Because if that's what you're going to do, we might as well continue to play.
Yeah.
There's nothing, we don't need to be going home to just chill because you miss your family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not the purpose of that. So if you're going to cancel the games and you're doing it for the right reasons, you really want to see that change, okay, cool. Force the hand of the NBA. You force the hand of the NBA, you force the hand of Nike, you force the hand of all these politicians that, I'm sorry, that are paid by these companies, by these big companies like Nike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those companies, those politicians that are endorsed, you force their hand.
Yeah. And Derrick, bro, did you hear about what happened with the Milwaukee owner? He got in contact with somebody from the Wisconsin. He was like the Wisconsin attorney general and like the Wisconsin governor. He got in contact with him, the Milwaukee owner. So these business owners have to get involved with this movement as well. It just can't be on the players.
For sure. And see, that's the thing. That's it right there. It can't be that the onus of our change as Black people in America is on us. It's been y'all rich white people that have the power. Y'all need to be in on this. Right. Like, it can't be. It's not our responsibility to change it, because the system that we're in, that we're living in, is actually not broken. It's working the way it was supposed to be. It was purposed to work.
It was never designed for us.
It was never designed for us. So in order to change that system, we have to have people in positions of power that are willing to tear down this structure that we have that is built on the foundation of white supremacy. And we have to break up that foundation of white supremacy. You want change? Do that. And then we rebuild as a united front. That'll work. But it only works if these white people that put out these nice statements to say they want equality, to say that they're for justice, to say that they're for seeing Black people treated the right way, like humans. It's on them to not only say it but do it. I don't want to hear these white people say anything anymore. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that they want to kneel for the anthem. I don't want to hear any of that. I don't want to see it. Just do it.
And D-Hen, I'm gonna let Edgar go first. I know he got a lot to get off his chest, man. He was on Twitter all day, so I want him to get it off first.
Go ahead.
So Edgar, bro, go ahead with your piece, bro. I know you got a lot to say on this topic.
When I first last night on Wednesday, when the Milwaukee Bucks, following with the rest of the NBA teams in the bubble, when they decided to boycott the games and not play the upcoming playoff games, I was like, damn, like, we haven't seen anything like this in a while. Like, spontaneously, like, we haven't seen anything like this since, like, I think the last time 61. A team like actually did that was like Bill Russell, I think, when he and the Boston Celtics, they boycotted the game. Mm-hmm. And I was very proud to see that. I was like, damn, like, they really making a statement. But I kind of agree with Charles Barkley in a sense. I feel like Barkley could have said this a little bit better. But I agree with him of what's the next step. Y'all not finna play no games. Cool. What's step number 2? Step number 1 was boycotting the games. Step number 2, what are y'all gonna do now? And I feel like right now, the fact that they all kind of changed their mind of, okay, we're going to play this weekend, that just showed me that they didn't really have a plan. It was like, we're just not going to play.
And Edgar, this was the same problem we had with Kyrie back when he was making his statements. We was like, what is his plan that he's going to put in motion? Because, Kyrie, you talking that good talk, but, man, we need some action. We need some plans to go along with, bro. We just can't say we're going to boycott and nothing is being done in the process. So we said the same thing back with Kyrie. And Kyrie was getting a lot of praise last night. But still, Kyrie didn't have a plan in motion.
Because I feel like I was texting my family in the group chat, me, my brothers, my mom, and my sister, we in a group chat. And my mom and my sister, like, they were like really happy they were boycotting. But I was the one in the group chat asking. I was like, okay, what they finna do? I literally came up with this plan in like 30 minutes. I was at work and I came up with this plan in like 30 minutes. I don't even consider it a plan. I just consider it an idea for that night. Last night on Wednesday, what they could have done, they already had the world's attention when they chose not to play. At that moment, Chris Paul, you're the president of the National Players Association. Like, your first move should have been, I'm going to knock on every big star's door that's here, the LeBrons, the Melos, the Lukas or whatever, all the big names that are there right now. I'd have knocked on all their doors, and I'd have knocked on anybody else who willing to participate. That night, they should have had a roundtable discussion, or they all could have went onto the court. All the players who wanted to participate could have went on the court. They could have had all the media come in there, and they could have literally provided a meeting and a session where they address social justice, racial injustice, and all that. They would have been on CNN. They would have been on Fox. They would have been on every major news outlet last night if they would have did that. Just instead of playing, being on the court and speaking and addressing everything that's just recently happened. Like, they could have did that. So the fact that they don't know what they're doing right now, and they're just like, they've been having meetings all day today, figuring out when are we going to play again. Like, that's been the main thing that they've been talking about. What are we going to do and when we're going to play again? I agree with Derrick. If the season ended today, I'd be like, damn, sports gone again. But I wouldn't be mad because it's for a good cause. But at the same time, don't just run back to playing this weekend. Y'all just stop playing Wednesday. You mean to tell me about tomorrow on Friday or Saturday y'all going to be playing again? Y'all either going to play and use that platform, or y'all not going to play, leave the bubble, and get on the front lines and protest. Y'all got to pick a side.
Yeah. Bron should have left last night, bro. If Bron would have left last night, bro, the whole NBA would have been done. The whole NBA would have been done because there ain't no league without Bron. Trust.
So what exactly transpired with that? Because I done got bits and pieces of what exactly really happened. They say, oh, Bron got up and walked out. Oh, the Lakers and the Clippers both done pulled out of the season. So if y'all done got both of these teams, both of the actual powerhouse teams, because if we're really paying attention to anything, if the Clippers make it out the first round after this game that they just slaughtered the Mavs to prove a point, and PG finally looked like playoff P, if they would have finished that and the Lakers are already on their way to the second round, we're not looking at any other basketball but those two teams. Mm-hmm. You're looking at Portland to see if they was going to make a statement after they finally went ahead and made it in. But you got Bron leaving. Bron the lead.
Yeah. Literally. The lead.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally. There is no lead. Like, if he's ushering everybody else in, okay, you already got Kyrie. Great. You got KD. Okay, cool. You got Steph to take over the throne. You know, whenever you leave. Everybody else done already set their ground. James Harden done made it set. Westbrook done had crazy seasons. Like, you got all of these stars that then came in and built a great rapport in the league. You know what I'm saying? But nobody is going to follow the mic unless Bron dropped that bitch first.
Mm-hmm. The same way everybody went to the bubble because Bron said he wanted to play. Pat Bev said it. Pat Bev said, if Bron want to play, we're going to play this summer. Like, he was like, I don't care how much people want to protest. If LeBron James say we want to play, trust me, the NBA going to find a way.
Because
I feel like if LeBron left, everybody would play.
Yeah.
Everybody who can knock off Bron going to try and knock off Bron. That's why everybody went to the bubble. But now, when you got a platform and you can use it for the correct reason, Bron, I guess what I heard was Bron got aggravated or frustrated because he didn't hear about the Bucks' plans until it happened. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no other context behind that other than maybe like 2 tweets that I seen today. It's like, oh yeah, Bron got up and walked out, and Kawhi said something as well, and then both the Clippers and the Lakers got up and walked out, and that's why they said they called the season. They wasn't playing no more. But nobody came out and actually said that.
Well, see, that's the part that doesn't make sense to me.
But what do you guys think is more powerful? Do you think it's more powerful to just cut the season, bro? Or do you think it's more powerful for them to stay and continue to talk on the social justice?
My thing is, they have been doing that since they've been
already. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Y'all came in, no names on the back of your jersey. All y'all had was y'all message. The NBA was the ones that said, okay, no, you at least got to have your name on the back if you don't have nothing else. Look what happened with Jimmy Butler. Mm-hmm. Bro's about to come out there with nothing on the back of his jersey but his number. They had another jersey ready for that man before tip-off. Hey, you can't do that. They already patrolling the shit already. Like, oh, you can't do that shit. Now you got Doc Rivers, who I take my hat off to for all the emotion that he shows on camera. You got Chris Webber. You got Kenny the Jet walking off the set the other night. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all of these guys that are commentators now that have been in the league when things are going on, that can now voice their opinion on things. But what's really been happening? You still got everybody saying, like, even who was it at the beginning? Somebody said, "Oh, all of my answers are going to be arrest Breonna Taylor's killers."
Tobias Taylor, I think.
I think it was Tobias Harris. He was like, arrest Breonna Taylor's killers, and he wasn't gonna say nothing else outside of that. And then he looked around like, okay, cool, ain't nobody gonna ask nothing else. Great, y'all don't get no coverage from the game that I just played.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a great. Your headphones like that.
Huh?
I heard you clear when you had your headphones like that.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you had get Breonna Taylor's killers in jail. You had all these other things going on, but you have everybody else saying the same thing. You got Doc talking about the way he feels about things. You got Brian saying things about his kids. You got Harden, who's been extremely quiet, which I don't fucking like. Like you still wanted the heart and soul of what this league is, which is scoring now. Mm-hmm. You got all eyes on you every night going out and getting 30 effortlessly without a problem. So,
but I don't agree that everybody should be talking though. I'm gonna cut you off.
No.
Because everybody, if you're not informed on the topic, don't speak on it.
Well, if you're not informed, don't speak on it. But if you're in a league where you guys are being covered by the media every fucking day, and you wake up with the phone strapped to your hip, there should be no reason that you're not hip on everything that's going on around you. There should be no reason. You have all the resources, you have all the connects, you have all of the media outlets at the palm of your fucking hands, but you don't use them, right? They don't
use them.
They don't use them. But the whole point of going down there, Kyrie was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm against going down there." And like you said, he got a lot of praise last night. By all means, great, Kyrie, do what the fuck you gonna do. Donate the money you gonna do. I still ain't seen him on the front line or nothing. He been quiet since he said what he said. Donated his money and bro been in the cut. You know what I'm saying? But you got Jaylen Brown, for instance, who was out there protesting. You got Donovan Mitchell, Russ. You had Harden that was out there for a minute. Like they got the pictures, they got the media to come after him and shit. And the media to eat it up when the players go out there and they get to protesting. But what are y'all saying? Mm-hmm. You can be out there, but what have you said? What have you said? What have you done with all the money that y'all motherfuckers is getting paid? All the endorsements that y'all got rolling in. Y'all don't have to just look at the fucking owners to do their part or the higher ups. Y'all don't have to look at them to do their part. They don't feel as if they're entitled to do their part. This fight is for us, people who look like me and you. Do your fucking part.
But bro, we've been trying to do that, and we ain't been.
No. I'm not saying.
What we talking about.
I'm not saying that they're not doing it all together. But I'm saying if you're going to boycott a season, like Edgar said, if you're going to boycott a season, if you're going to say I'm not going out here because I feel as if the social injustices around me are not something that should be a distraction right now. Basketball should not be a distraction. People look at basketball right now as a distraction. If y'all are going to go ahead and boycott, you have to go and do that. Do what Jaylen Brown said. Go and be on the front lines. Go and talk to the legislators. Go and talk to the people that are in the higher ups. Be out there at these protests. Be out there in front of the courthouse. Be out there pushing legislation to get pushed. Have all these people vote. I saw something that was like, oh, we're going to turn NBA arenas into voting centers. I think that's a fucking beautiful idea.
The Hawks are doing that.
Right. That's a beautiful idea. You have all these arenas being unused right now for the reasons that they were built. Turn them into places that can be used for places that you can have these team meetings or have these places where you guys can culminate ideas and come together and try and have something that's going to work with those higher up people. If you're going to use your connections, go and get those higher up people and bring them into the conversation. They're not going to come if you don't go and get them.
And one thing I want to highlight, if they were to boycott the entire season, if they ended up saying tomorrow, you know what, we're not playing this weekend, the season is done. Like, we don't want to play no more. We want to leave the bubble. What that would do is it would be a trickling effect of people who are losing money. We know the players in participating in the bubble. We know they'll lose money for the rest of the season, basically. But that also means GMs will lose money, which means owners will lose money, which means investors to the team who are mostly high-end white people will lose money. And these are all people who are buddy-buddy with politicians, who are probably family to some politicians, who have their ins and outs into the political system to where their opinion has a higher stake over other people's opinions. I'm pretty sure a lot of these owners and GMs and whatnot, they have phone numbers to these people. I'm sure they're close to a lot of these people.
Oh, for sure.
Go to the same social gatherings as some of these people. So if the players don't play, that trickling effect of money loss, it'll affect the stock market because, like Quincy said, Nike gonna miss out on money. Adidas will miss out on money. Like a lot of these shoe companies and everything, endorsements in general it's going to be a trickling effect everywhere. What that can do is give the players the power to say, we're not playing again until you all use the power that you have to talk to your buddy friends in the politics world and give your take on what we want. Let us give you a message to send to your political friends that need to make change. So President Trump make executive orders all the damn time. Whether they're passed or not, that's another story. But the fact that he can make an executive order anytime he want about anything he want, make an executive order that benefits us, like Derrick said, reparations for anything that benefits our culture. Now, whether it gets passed or not, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But at least give the impression that you're trying to make a change for us and try to make an executive order with some shit. You can do it with anything else. So,
but this is also why we need to make it drive the point home of voting in local elections, not just presidential elections.
Facts. Your mayors, your governors, your state senators, the school board,
Congress,
so important.
Sheriffs. Yeah, if we voted for all these people the way we should be voting for these people and actually supporting those people the right way, we would have a better stance in this country. Not saying that everything will be perfect because politicians are not – I don't trust politicians. But if you use them to your advantage, and that's why I think that these players have to press in on that. You press in on that. You make them work for you. Like you want to see us play again, get this done.
Exactly.
Period.
I don't care if it take the whole season to do that.
It won't even take the whole season.
They'll
2
lose
months.
so much money in 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks not playing, they'll lose so much money.
I guarantee you by October, this whole thing would be eradicated in terms of what needs to be done to make the players feel like, okay, we're in a better place. We can go ahead and play. Yeah, because guaranteed, if we're done right now, next season, if you think this is not going to carry over into next season, which is already going to be a shorter season because of COVID, if you think it's not going to be next season, not going to be touched by this, if the players were really serious about this, they were truly serious about this, and shut it down for a year. I'm talking about a whole calendar year.
It wouldn't even take that long.
If they were serious and said we're not playing the rest of this season, we're not playing next season until you get this done. Yeah. If they buckled down and actually said that, and other players that have the $30 million plus a year contracts, they looked out for the guys on the team that don't have those type of contracts, and they just take care of themselves, take care of each other. I guarantee you by the end of this year, things would be right where it needs to be.
I agree. Like you guys said, Edgar said they could lose so much money in 2 weeks. With everything that goes on, we see all of these people like Nike, Adidas, McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like you got all these endorsements, all these big, multi-million, billion-dollar companies and shit making money that put out these ads. Fuck an ad gonna do for me?
Exactly.
The fuck y'all like? Y'all, if you was really serious about this shit, y'all was behind Cap. Y'all rode with Cap till the fucking wheels fall off. I fought with Nike for that. By all means, y'all stood y'all ground. I understand that. But what is public knowledge of the money that's been going places? The people that have been talked to. The people who wear your brand that look like me and you all day. Like, shit, I'll go buy a pair of Nikes tomorrow. Motherfucker going, put some money where their mouth is right now.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I go and do what I need to do to make sure that brand stays up and does what it needs to do. That's why we support Black-owned businesses, because they're in the neighborhoods that look like me and you.
Yeah.
But for the ones that don't look like me and you, when we spending all this money, you have these athletes that are getting paid all this money. You got the people who wear your brand, sport it all day long up and down the street, but you don't do anything to actually try and push forward the change other than, oh, we stand with you. Okay, yeah, I've been standing with us since the beginning of the 2000s. Now it's the 2020. It's 2020. Like, what are y'all doing? We was in high school, y'all was standing with us. Now we in college, we grown, about to start families and shit. Y'all still standing with us.
Yeah.
But I know your legs tired. Start walking. You can't stand still for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Set a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. And we need to be talking about Cap more honestly, bro, because he's really still don't got a job. It's really keep sliding under the radar.
That dude will not get back into the NFL. He's not getting
I explained my feelings. I explained my feelings on his tryout. I'm still against the way he went about trying to get back in the league.
But Cap's still top 5 though. Cap's top 5, probably most influential athlete.
Yo.
Starting to become up there, my G, for the movement that he started. We don't talk about it enough, but Cap the one who started all of this conversation, bro. He really in sports.
That's my only critique of him. The way he tried to get back in the league. That's the only thing I'm critiquing about him, because that's
still don't critique him.
That wasn't really all his fault though.
It wasn't.
He did change up the workouts. He did change the locations of the workouts.
That's what I'm saying.
But the NBA had it rigged though. The NBA had rigged.
That's because they were trying to control the narrative.
Exactly.
How that thing was done.
Yep.
So and I know where the original workout was going to be to where it actually ended up being. That was like a 25-30 minute drive, I think, from between locations. Wasn't too far. That's actually not too far from where I live.
So if you wanted to see him, you could have seen him, is what you said.
I didn't know he changed the location. If I had known he did, I would have gone. You know what I'm saying?
With your dashiki.
Bruh.
With your dashiki on.
My black fist.
Boy, I ain't doing those.
With your dashiki on.
I would have been there.
You would have had a Kunta Kinte shirt on too.
Oh, for sure. I respect it, but the reason why I respect it is because only 2 people have put their careers on the line since Muhammad Ali. I'm sorry, 3. Abdul Ahmad Rauf, I think I'm saying his name. I might be.
Went to LSU, used to be Chris Jackson. That's what you're talking about?
NBA. Went to NBA. And
went to Chris Jackson. Went to LSU.
Oh, yeah.
He was 1. Kaepernick was 2. Maya Moore's 3. Since
I've been telling this man.
Since Muhammad Ali. You see what I'm saying? Those are the only 3 that I can remember since Muhammad Ali that have put their careers on the line for what they believe in.
Exactly.
Eric Reed got another job.
Yeah.
He still's got another job. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I respect what Captain did. I respect it. I don't think he's getting back into the league because
it's not happening.
It ain't happening because you now you have Roger Goodell coming out this past week saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, we should have listened to you." Well, nigga,
then they say he can kneel now. Yeah,
you can still listen to him. He ain't die. You see what I'm saying? That man ain't dead. He's doing the work.
Right.
You can still listen to him. And actually, they need to be listening to him because between Kaepernick and Jay-Z, they could both power up to help the league actually do something the right way for a change.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They could.
You're right. I'm on the same type of time with you, bro. I was about to say the same thing. They need to have him up in the NFL office or something, bro. If they not gonna give him a job, bro.
He ain't playing quarterback for another team because it's gonna and it's sad because he should be. That man, I think if he had stayed in San Francisco, which is a trip that San Francisco even came out a few weeks ago saying that they support the kneeling and all this other stuff because now you're pandering. So now I don't want to hear you come out and say that. It's too late for that. Too late.
Yep.
If you had kept him, that would have been your opportunity to express that you stand in solidarity. and not just stand, but you're acting, you're working toward helping the causes. Dude could have played in San Francisco. I guarantee you they would have won a Super Bowl if he was playing quarterback.
Oh, you talking about recently?
I don't want to take a dab from him.
I do.
Last time I seen Cap, he was throwing ducks. Last time I seen Cap.
No. Put it in context though. That team that he was on was absolute trash. They traded every single person on that team that was worth of whatever, that had any type of talent on that squad.
I get what you're saying. Like, if you just drop Cap in instead of Jimmy Garoppolo, I get what you're saying.
I guarantee you, because remember the team that he had when he went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
This team could have easily been as talented, if not better, than that team.
But he wasn't that same Cap, though, bro. That's what I'm telling you. He wasn't that same Cap.
He wasn't that same Cap because the San Francisco 49ers decided to deplete the roster of
his physical health was not
physical. He was I'm not saying he wasn't banged up or nicked up a little bit. Everybody that plays the game is nicked up in some way, shape, or form. But I believe he still had the same durability and the same ability to be able to lead and play at a high elite level. You're not going to sit here and tell me that Blaine Gabbert is a much significant better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know how that nigga's even still in the league.
Yeah. Brady Quinn should be in the league if he in the league, goddamn.
Thank you.
Brady Quinn should still be in the league if that nigga's there.
Thank you. I'll go suit up.
Hey, me too. I ain't throw the ball in fucking 15 years.
I'm 5'9". I'll go suit up and I'll run like hell. I'll just toss it. I'm not trying to be. I'm not that great of an athlete. I can admit that. You know, I have my endurance, but I'm not. I have my limit.
Yeah.
But if Blaine Gabbert can play, I sure as hell can play quarterback in the NFL. I sure as hell can play. Give me $5 million. I'll be good.
I'll train my ass off, boy. My arm gonna be ready by that time.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, bro. I'm lifting all day, every day.
I'll be looking like a prime all day, boy.
You ain't lying, bro. Oh my goodness. But Derrick, bro, you brought up a great point about the people who put their career on the line. Because me and Eric was having this conversation before about the Maya Moore, man. How I felt like she was top 5 or top 3 most influential, man, that we've ever seen. You know, somebody who put.
She needs to be the logo.
Exactly, and she getting people out of jail at the same time, and it's continuing to try to do that for other people, bro. It ain't too many people that's willing to do it.
Imagine if that dude was actually guilty. Imagine if it came out that he was actually guilty. She put her career on the line.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? She put her career on the line for someone. She knew. She had faith this dude was innocent and was significantly, like, heavily charged over something he didn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she should be regarded in the highest degree. Degree. At the least anyone can do is make her the logo. That is the least they can do.
Yeah.
So
right. Yeah, you're right. But let's move on, man, from this tenuous topic. Let's move on to something more lighter, which is, since the playoffs are coming back, I guess we could talk about some of the playoff series. The Clippers versus the Mavs, bro. It's been probably the most exciting series of this whole playoff.
Luka!
All right, bro. Let's talk about Luka, bro. So Luka been going crazy, but I
don't want to hear no more Luka slander after he murdered them boys in game.
It ain't slander though, bro. When you speaking facts, this is why I get mad. Because when I said Luka was a white Harden earlier in the season, niggas didn't want to listen to me. Niggas was like, nah, he ain't no white Harden. But when he does something that Harden does, y'all love him for it. But Harden can't be appreciated. It don't add.
Wait a minute. You
to me.
No. See, you got to talk to the right people when you talk about Harden, because a lot of motherfuckers don't like what Harden do.
Hey, the two on the left, sir.
Damn.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta ask the question.
I'm just waiting for my turn. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for my turn.
Y'all don't appreciate
They do not like Harden. They do not like Harden.
No. Never said.
Go ahead and talk, D-Head. Go ahead and talk.
Never said that.
I'm
Never said that. Listen,
I don't even want to bring up. I don't want to bring up Harden. I don't want to bring up Harden because I already know what it's. We already talked.
No.
Back to Luka.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I watched Game 4 in its entirety, and for him to bring them boys back from down 20 plus.
No KP.
No KP.
And a hurt ankle.
And a fucked up ankle. And come back and kill like that. Boy, I watched that buzzer beater. I said, I knew it was coming.
Right, Jesus was on his side for sure.
Look, boy, I knew it was coming. And he got the matchup he wanted and went for the kill.
But let's talk about the real combo though, bro. Because the real combo after the game was Luka is the next GOAT. And Edgar, we had this conversation the other day, last week, of can an overseas player be the face of the league? Because we've never seen it before. So, Derrick, do you think an overseas player can be the face of the league?
I think he can be, but we're being force-fed Giannis.
I don't think Giannis is overseas. I don't think it'll be Giannis or Luka.
That's what I'm saying.
It don't have to be
a force-fed it, though.
It doesn't have to be a specific player. We're just saying overseas in general. Can an overseas player be the new face of the NBA?
For sure. I think so.
Sure.
I think it could happen. Yeah.
But I think that has something to do with the marketing. I think the NBA's marketing stays with the U.S. They market the U.S. They do market the overseas players, don't get me wrong, but the face of the NBA, we've never seen it be somebody from overseas. Like, we had some great ones in Dirk.
But how about this? And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I think where the marketing strategy goes is if you do make an overseas player the face of the league, look at how much that opens up overseas for having more guys.
So much already.
It already has. I agree, but it's going to broaden it even more.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an even deeper appreciation, and more people are going to tune in. More people are going to be, buy the jerseys and all that other stuff. That's a no-brainer. I don't see there being an issue with that. I think it will actually happen. That's the thing. I think, like I said, I think we're being force-fed Giannis. But
if KP had stayed healthy in New York, we probably would have got force-fed KP as the.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
But I think Luka could be
healthy.
If he had stayed healthy, for sure.
If he would have stayed healthy, that we would have been getting force-fed KP.
Because he'd have been the only person eating over there. He would have been the only person. Dude, they probably would have still had the same record, but dude would have been dropping like 40 every other.
But it would have been the Melo. It would have been the Melo effect, though, bro. The Melo effect, Melo was getting his buckets over in New York. We weren't paying attention to what he was doing over there. Like, he was just getting his buckets and he was eating. But we weren't paying attention to Melo in New York. We was.
I was paying attention to Melo. Don't listen to
I watched. But I do believe Luka could be in the conversation. I do believe he could be in the conversation.
He's definitely in the conversation, but I'm saying, will it happen, though?
In terms of being the face of the league?
Face. Like LeBron is the face, like Steph was the face. Can he be the face?
I don't know. Because Zion we're being force-fed Zion.
That's what I'm saying. And I think
it's not going to be Zion. I agree. It won't be him.
But I think it's going to be somebody like a Tatum too, though. I mean,
Tatum is a part of that. Tatum's a part of it. But
here's what I think on the subject. We had our moments where Steph was kind of the face of the league, but we all still knew LeBron was the face of the league. It was like a co-face, damn it.
Yeah.
It was like there was no LeBron isn't anymore and Curry is, now LeBron is again. Like, no, it wasn't like that. LeBron, no matter how many times he loses in the finals, until LeBron retires, he is going to be the face of the league. I don't care who else win the championship or whatever, LeBron is the face. So until that man leaves, it can't be Steph Curry. Steph Curry been in the league too long now to pick up the mantle of face of the league. Kevin Durant been in the league too long now to pick up face of the league. Same thing for Harden and Westbrook and all them. It's going to be a young player like a Giannis or a Luka or a Jason Tatum or somebody like that. The reason I feel like it'll be Luka is because Luka hasn't really shown any digression yet. Giannis, we got question marks on Giannis with certain stuff.
All over.
With Tatum, there's no question marks. The only person I see competing with Luka is Tatum. Zion got question marks right now because of his health. Ja, there's no question marks. Tatum, Ja, and Luka. Those are the only three.
Those are the top three I can see being leaders.
You really gonna leave out Trey like that, bro?
Trae Young.
He ain't face.
He wrong, but he ain't gonna be the face.
Not the face. Not the face. He might be on Harden's level though.
Get recognition after a playoff run.
He gonna get treated like Harden though, bro. He gonna get treated like Harden.
He'll be on Harden's level, but he's not
gonna be appreciated, but he's not gonna be near the face of the league.
But this is what I was saying the other day, Edgar. This is what I was replying to you about. Because Luka has already peaked. This 30, 10, and 10, we're going to get this for the next 10, 12 years.
That's it.
The same Luka. But I was telling Edgar that when Harden started getting the same numbers, the 38 and 8 that he was getting, we started to unappreciate him. And the same thing with Luka, that we start to unappreciate it because we're so used to it that we become unappreciated with his stats. So I don't think we will fall in love with Luka like we are right now. I think it's more of a recency bias.
But
look at what they did to Westbrook after he averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Man, Russ was doing the same thing. It was not getting the same love.
Harden was not getting love at all.
But the things I'll contradict that with, Russ, ever since he made it to the finals at one time, dude ain't been to the conference finals ever since. Barely been to the second round a couple times. James Harden, he's been in the system now in Houston that has not gotten anything further than the Western Conference Finals, to the point where it's like you ain't got no championships. When will James Harden ever get a championship? James Harden damn near might not ever get a championship. We need to realize that. Luka is so early in his career right now that he still has potential years from now to still win one or multiple championships.
For sure. And
Luka gets championships under his belt, dude gonna be face of the league.
They have a nice.
Especially if he get it before Tatum or Ja. Whoever get championships first got the leverage to be the next face of the league, and I think Luka has that.
I think of the three, Tatum has he's the closest to a championship.
I think Tatum is the next one, honestly, bro.
I believe he is too, because he's
because of the American, honestly.
That too, but he's the cross between Kobe Bryant and Paul Pierce in his game, and I think that his marketability is going to be through the roof.
Tatum got the closest shot to a title out of him, Ja, and Luka. But yes. I feel like Luka has the biggest chance of being face of the league next. He has the biggest chance right now.
I don't see Luka.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can see Tatum and Ja Morant before Luka, but I believe those three will be the choice between who's the actual face.
They'll be the choice. Those will be the three.
Those will be the three choices because Giannis.
We still haven't even seen the classes coming in, dog.
Right.
That's what I was gonna bring up too. We forgetting who coming up next because we Imani Bates. Y'all seen him?
Yeah.
Seen him now.
Yeah.
And that's probably the next one. If we keeping it a beat.
That boy there.
Hey.
You hear me?
The next one.
When I say that boy there, that's all you gotta say to that.
Let's wait till he
hops in. You gotta say nothing else behind that. That boy made Gatorade
he gonna be
of the year.
Yeah.
This is what we were saying about Zion. Before Zion even touched
Zion is still it. Don't act like Zion was averaging 28 when he got in the league. Please don't act like that.
I need you to wrap your head around.
Y'all can disrespect him because of the injuries, but my nigga was getting the stats.
He's never going to be the face of the league. I need you to wrap your head
around. Do not. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never.
I don't see it either. And mainly because I don't see it either, but I'm going to tell you why. Because he cannot get in the proper conditioning. Dude was away from the bubble for 2 weeks, right? Came back and looked like a sloth out there on the court.
But we've never seen anybody like him, so we don't know what his body type even like.
Can he keep it up?
Can he keep it up? That's it. Yeah.
I mean, damn, if you running for a whole season, he hasn't played a whole season yet. Can our nigga run for a whole season, get his energy up?
You had all these months to and get your body to conditioned that people wanted.
He's not even conditioned. You know what? What I'm hoping he doesn't turn into? Joel Embiid. I'm praying to God he does not turn into Embiid, because if he turns into Embiid, we're going to see Zion for the next 4 years on his rookie contract, and that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That will be his peak in terms. No, that's going to be his peak in terms of stats. Because if he cannot get into conditioning, you see what Embiid has done? He's been a monster on stats, right? But when it comes down to it, this last game that they played, this dude was gassed in the third quarter. The beginning of the third quarter, you look like you've been out there playing double overtime.
That boy look like me.
Plus, it's the
Embiid
fact
coming
that
to Miami though. When Embiid come to Miami, his body gonna get right.
Embiid will drop 30 tonight, and then tomorrow night he'll give you like 12. Like,
do not cap on Embiid name. He's never did 30 and 12. He'll do you 30 and then probably a 20-point, but he ain't doing no 30 and 12. He ain't that.
I'm pointing out the inconsistency that we
inconsistent.
No, because you know I like Embiid. We talked about the Philly situation, who I would rather keep, who I would rather trade. But I got to be honest with it. Like, it may not be that exact number, but I'm just saying the inconsistency of Embiid, I see that being what Zion's future could be if he doesn't get himself right healthy. I feel even if Zion gets healthy and gets his body right, I still don't feel he'll be the safe face of the league.
They gonna force feed it. You already said it before that. They've been force feeding us niggas. They gonna force.
No, Giannis is force fed to us.
It don't matter how much
Zion is the next one.
Zion got the hype, but I agree with Edgar on this. I don't know if he's gonna be the face of the league, bro. I don't know that,
bro.
You have Luka, you have Tatum, and you have Ja Morant that are easily better. They're much more suited to be the face.
Hit that spotlight before Zion be able to do it. First of all,
Ja hit that spotlight for me before he came into the league.
Before All-Star break, he hit that.
Yeah.
No. Zion's spotlight was when he first came into Duke.
Yes,
that was it. When he came out of high school and he went to Duke. And I hate to say this shit because this was the year we could have beat them. I'm still mad fucking Aubrey missed that goddamn tip.
But we ain't want y'all in the next round anyway.
Wait.
We did not want to see UCF in the next round, bro. We did not want to see y'all in the next round.
I know y'all didn't. But Duke went on and took the L. So I don't want to hear that shit.
Huh? I mean, it was a close L. Y'all would have got done.
Wait. But that's not the point. Just hear me out. We ain't finna do that. I'm not finna take no UCF slander, dog. Not till I die, bro. I ain't finna do that shit with y'all.
What y'all did this year? D-Head, what y'all did this year?
Man, we ain't do shit. You're right. We ain't do shit.
They're rebuilding.
The motherfuckers look like, and I hate to say it because, I got family that playing on the team. Dre is family to me, but they didn't do anything this shit. You know what I'm saying? Dre is my cousin, so I'm like, I'm not finna sit here and slander the team because for what they had, they did a great job. But the years prior, AJ Davis, Taco Fall, Dayon, BJ, Chad, you know what I'm saying? Before they got Colin. I hate
man, my fans don't know them people, dog. Go back to the topic.
They know Taco Fall though.
They know Taco, but he said BJ, do that. Hey, I don't know. We don't know none of them folks.
But anyway, the topic at hand was Zion. Let's not even get into UCF. We can talk about that one-on-one a different time. But Zion, when he came into Duke, and we had that four-headed monster starting on the court, you had him, Cam Reddish, RJ, Trey, and then who they had, Delorier at the 5.
Don't say Delorier like he was a factor.
He wasn't, but I'm saying you had Delorier at the 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, he came a factor in that game against the Tar Heels.
Give me Anthony Edwards. Give me Anthony Edwards for next face. I don't like the names y'all throwing at me, man.
Anthony Edwards.
But anyway,
give me LaMelo. Give me LaMelo Ball. I don't like the names y'all throwing at me.
You're not serious,
LaMelo is the only upcoming person that I can see debunking any of the
three. If LaMelo goes to the Knicks, he's the face.
Oh yeah.
They trade up for LaMelo. He's the face.
That's no question.
He's the face.
Easily the face of the Knicks, but the league.
Where does Cole Anthony fall?
Right now?
No, I was talking about it in a couple of years when LeBron get out.
Over Tatum, over Luka, over
Ja. Playing for the Knicks, bro. Don't forget the Knicks.
You know what the Knicks have to do for that to happen? They have to win. They are not going to win.
Thank you.
They're not going to win.
You got a point there. You got a point.
I always think.
Like that'll never happen.
Why are we talking about the Knicks? Next topic. Yeah, I hate doing this.
He'll be a household name even more than he is already, but he ain't gonna be a face of the league because he's not gonna win up in New York. Period. Unless he goes to the Nets. And even if he goes to the Nets with Kyrie there, the ball's gonna stop. So nah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who goes to the Nets?
I'm saying even if he went to the Nets, that's the only way a New York team he would be on would win. Win anything. I'm talking about even a playoff game.
I don't see them winning that much next year either because of Kyrie Irving.
That's what I'm saying. The Nets going to be a disappointment to people.
Yeah, but let's move on to this next topic though, because I wanted to touch on this as well, bro. The Montrezl and Luka situation, man. It really upset me, dog. It really did. If y'all don't know, Montrezl Harrell in the middle of the game called Luka, what he called him, a bitch ass white boy or something, punk ass white boy, something like that. And everybody on social media felt like was in a roar. The first person I see mad about the situation was Jay Williams, which I was like, damn.
That's shocking. Duke? A Duke player?
Everybody who went to Duke, if you black as Uncle Tom is.
Whoa.
Hold on. Jason Tatum.
Oh, let me just say
I said back in those days.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just say
back
this.
In those days.
Oh, Uncle Tom is a hero. You're thinking of Sambo. You have to reread the Uncle Tom story. For those black people who don't know, we've been misinformed about Uncle Tom the whole time. Uncle Tom is actually a hero, and Sambo is the name we should be calling.
Uncle Sam, whatever you want to call this nigga. I didn't know he was going to bring up the topic.
That was it. I just gave y'all a whole history fact. I don't like how y'all overlooked that.
All right.
No. We see the education.
I'm honestly shocked. I didn't know that. I didn't know
anything about that either.
I'll send y'all the YouTube videos.
Don't send
me. Man, UF got you dropping bombs on us like that, huh?
But how do y'all feel about the reaction, bro, that came from social media after Harold called him that, bro? I was really surprised. So, Derrick, let me hear what you
I ain't see too much, so I can't really speak on this one.
You remember when Kobe Bryant was on the court and I forgot who he was talking. He was talking to Dwight Howard and he was calling him soft. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that came to my mind when I saw this whole thing going on. Like, you cannot tell me you all have played basketball, right? Street ball. We have all played it. Is that the worst you've ever heard on the court?
Not at all.
Well, let me say my piece on it. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna go right after you. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree.
Okay. Because here's the thing. Yeah, hold on. Kevin Garnett has said how much on that court to play. He's said all type of things. He told Carmella how his wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. He has said so much on that court, and I cannot eat Honey Nut Cheerios to this day without thinking about Lala. But
I got Honey Nut Cheerios in my cabinet, dog. I ain't thought about that in years.
I think about it every single time. But
oh shit!
You cannot sit here and tell me that is the most horrific thing even as a former NBA player. Exactly. That's the worst you've heard on the court. That's why I blew my mind. To me, that's actually a compliment. To me, it's a compliment. You know why? Because he's talking to a white guy, and the only time you're going to talk to a white guy like that is when the white boy is balling out.
He busting your ass.
But let me say,
whole game.
And what happened? He won the game.
I agree with the fact this is nothing close to the worst thing we've heard on the NBA court.
No, that was the game he lost, though. I think that was the game he lost.
Was that the game he lost?
Game 3? Game 3, he lost game 3. And then he
lost game 3, came back and beat them game 4. That's right. But that was game 3 after they lost to Luka in game 2, right? Yeah. Okay.
I agree with the fact that that's not even close to the worst things we've heard on the NBA, NFL, any type of sports or game or whatever. That's not anything near the worst thing we've heard. But I'm on Luka's side with this. I don't like the fact that Montrezl Harrell said what he said. Because just because he's white, that does not give you the right to throw race in your insults. Because just what if?
Don't say that.
Come on.
Hey, don't do that.
Let me say this. Just imagine for half a second.
It's not the same thing, bro.
Don't try to equate it. Do not
try to equate it. It's not the same thing, bro. It ain't the same thing, bro.
No. Do not try to equate it.
Let me say it. Let me just get my piece. Montrezl Harrell said bitch-ass white boy.
No, Edgar.
Do not try to equate it.
What if Luka in retaliation just said whatever, blah, 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 with your black ass, blah, blah, blah.
No.
The internet would have alive.
Let me
they would have ate Luka alive. You literally, as a white player, you can't defend yourself because you in your head, you like, I know if I say anything near the word black or racist, I'm gonna be the one that take it, even though he started.
Get on this nigga, man.
Let me tell you why that does not equate. because the connotation in which Luka saying black boy to Harold is significantly worse is because boy to a black man was a racist thing, demeaning thing, and emasculating.
But
right?
I'm not saying the same exact insult. I'm saying if he said anything related to his race, it didn't have to be the same exact insult. If he said anything with black in it, Luka would have got ate alive by every black person on social media. Like the fact that Montrezl Harrell throw white in his insult and everybody laughs at it. But if Luka say anything about black, listen.
We had a movie. We had a movie from Spike Lee called White Men Can't Jump.
Yes.
That movie was based on a white man trying to show why he could play the game, right? And it's a compliment. I've heard Larry Bird talk about he got switched on someone, I forgot which, I think they were playing Philly, and they switched a white guy on him, and he thought that was an insult because he wanted the black guy to defend him because he knew he'll be a better defender.
I'm a bad motherfucker. Y'all need to
Yeah. So like this whole thing in which white boy or whatever, that's been a part of the culture of basketball forever. Now, here's what I don't understand. How is white boy the insult and bitch ass isn't the white insult?
Because we just said that's common. We just said that's common insult. We literally just said that.
Yes, that's
every
the
time
more
I go to the Y and play basketball, I say bitch every time I shoot. Like,
but that's the more insulting part of the whole thing. Not white boy.
I'm not saying
during these times they didn't want it to come up. During these times they didn't want race to come up. That's why everybody.
And now it's a sensitive time. I understand it's a sensitive time, so that's okay. I get that. Was it now? This is a different argument. Was it the right place and time for Harold to say that? No.
Yes.
I mean, for us, yes. For us, yes. But I'm saying in terms, when you know you have mics and the cameras on you, all that stuff, was it the best thing to say at that point in time? That's even what Doc Rivers said. This is a sensitive time to be saying something like that. That just wasn't the best choice in words. Now that I give you, okay, all right, you want to say that, but the whole phrase, I don't see anything wrong with it. And anyone and look, we cannot be this sensitive. Like,
I'm not saying to be sensitive to it. I'm just saying there has to be. I don't feel like race should be involved in any insult if you're gonna be in that environment, like you just said. I don't feel like race should be a part of it. You can cuss each other out. You can say whatever you want to say about each other, but when it comes to race, we know the double standard with that. Like,
but I don't hear people getting mad when black players versus black players, they call it bitch ass nigga or whatever. Like,
because that's us. That's amongst us.
Yes.
Austin Rivers. Was it Austin Rivers or what? No, it was Seth Curry, bro. When that PG bitch ass. He had the N1.
That's when his name was Paul. His name wasn't PG then. His name was Paul.
See, that's the thing though. It's not a demeaning thing when I hear black on black. It's just when a black person goes after a white person, now social media blows up and wants to get upset. Come on, man.
I feel like you said,
but we gotta talk about how Luka wasn't offended. Luka
wasn't even offended.
He wasn't offended, but everybody is mad for Luka. But Luka
because the same. What if it was the other way around? What if he said something racial to Trez and Trez
was that racial though? Was that racial?
It wasn't racial.
It wasn't racial.
Luka is a white boy.
It's not racist for someone to call me a black man.
If Luka said, that's why I'm balling on your black ass, like, we wouldn't have been mad. Y'all wouldn't have said nothing. He didn't call him boy. He ain't said, I'm balling on your black ass. Y'all wouldn't have been mad.
Am I really upset?
I'm not upset. I'm
actually I'm saying social media. Y'all know social media. Social media would have ate Luka alive if he said something like that.
Social media.
That's what media, but I'm talking about would Montrez be upset? If you're on the
I'm saying, even if Montrez wasn't upset, social media would have ate Luka alive off of the simple fact in his insult.
So you're just saying social media is too sensitive, is what you're saying?
The only way another player would have got upset about that shit is if he would have came out his mouth and said the N-word. That's the only time you ought to bounce.
I feel like
Yeah.
somebody on the court would have got upset. If Luka would have said black in any of his insults, somebody would have. It may not have been trans, but somebody would have got upset.
We don't hear everything they say on that court. I wish they would put this on HBO. I wish they would put this on HBO and let me hear what these players are saying. Because I would sit here and eat popcorn watching the whole game, looking forward to hearing how many insults they're going to throw at each other.
But like you said, Doc Rivers said,
in his native tongue.
It's not the place or the time to say nothing like that. So that to me that's a different argument though. You see what I'm saying? Like that, like I can agree with that, but that's a different argument. I just don't want people, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but people I've seen on social media have tried to equate this to racism. And what people need to truly understand is you need to know what racism actually is. Yeah, I don't think it's racism.
It's not racist. Black people cannot be racist because racism is built on the foundation of white supremacy. What is it used for? To oppress people that are not white. That's racism. The only people that have that type of power are white. So
literally.
So stop equating an insult or a jab at someone to a racist remark. That is now watering down and downplaying when we go through racist situations every single day. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
And that's why I was so mad at Jay Williams for bringing it up, because I'm like, you out of everybody, if a white person said, I'm like, okay, I understand because he white. But Jay Williams?
But you see, this actually started because black people started calling this out. Not even white people. It was more so black people that I saw that were so on Montrezl Harrell for saying this. I was
on him. I was like, why would you say that? Like, why would you say that? And you know Luka can't say nothing back. You know he can't say anything near that level back.
It's a heat of a battle.
It's a battle. That's what I'm saying. Like when.
But that's why he apologized, though. That's why he apologized.
Yeah, I'm mad he apologized.
No, he apologized because of the heat.
He
apologized because of the heat. It was not because it was a bad thing to say. It was because of the heat he was getting. That's why he apologized.
No,
I would apologize
too. Like Montrezl sincerely. Nah, bro.
I'm bad. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. I'd have been all on the same wavelength.
Even if Montrezl meant it, I like the fact that he apologized. And Quincy, you know how I am when people apologize when they shouldn't. But I feel like this was a situation where no matter how much you meant it in the moment, Montrezl should have and is right.
He wasn't going to win the argument. Yeah, he wasn't going to win the argument in terms of it being whether he was right or wrong.
But
so I agree.
I'm glad he apologized though.
Yeah, I agree.
On camera too, like saying, "Hey, bro, my bad. I shouldn't have took the insult as far as I took it." Because Montrezl, no, he ain't gonna say nothing like that back to me.
That's the thing,
he already know the repercussions.
But he's not thinking about that though. Montrezl ain't thinking what he can say back to me. Nigga,
I'm talking about later when he apologized. Like when he finally sat down about it, he was like, "Bro, I know Luka couldn't say nothing crazy back to me like that, so I need to apologize."
I don't think Luka is that type of player. Some players talk trash when they play. Some players don't. From what I've seen from Luka.
In his native tongue. You said it, though.
In his native tongue, yeah. But from what I've heard, I have never heard Luka talk trash. You see what I'm saying? Like, there are levels to trash talk. You can be the Kevin Garnett's.
If it was just left at bitch ass,
the world.
I promise you, Montrezl was not going.
He still would have got ate up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, he wasn't going to apologize. If it was just bitch ass, he wasn't going to apologize. But the fact that you put white boy in that and you know Luka ain't going to say nothing and can't say nothing back, that's why Montrezl apologized. He was like, I understand the position that I put you in. Like, I put you in a situation where if you would have said anything near what I said back to you, you would have got ate alive. Like, I can't be mad at Montrezl for apologizing.
See, I've never even thought about it that way.
Me neither.
Because here's the thing: if I'm playing on the basketball court, now the type of player that I am, I'm quiet. I'm in terms of trash talk. I will yell, and you will feel my presence, like all that. But I'm not talking trash for the most part. So I don't do that. But I've been on the court with players that do, and playing against white guys. I played the last time I played against a white guy. He kept punching me in the stomach when he was trying to push off and get separation. That's that like I couldn't say anything about it because you know what? Like I'm not gonna punch him back, but I'm gonna make you feel my presence. I'm I'm gonna you gonna feel me, bro. Like you gonna
Yeah.
feel me when I'm playing defense. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? So like there's different types of players. If you're not that trash talk player, you're not gonna say anything back. So I don't think Harold put him in a position that, oh, if he did say this, because Luka, from what I've understood about him, is not that type of player. Now, if you're talking about a Kevin Garnett type player, if you're talking about a Draymond Green, you're talking about a Marcus Smart, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? I could get that. But not Luka. Not Luka. He's more of like the quiet assassin type of guy. So, yeah.
All right, bro. Let's move on to Brett Brown. So these gonna be some quick topics, man. Brett Brown gone. I think we already talked about it when you were on the pod last time. You was on Derrick. So he is fired about time. So we already talked about replacements last time too. But do we see Simmons and Embiid staying together? That's the big question.
Yeah, they have no choice. They have no choice. What's the front office? The front office is absolutely garbage. Okay? Absolutely garbage.
We weren't saying that last year when they was trading for Tobias and Jimmy, though.
I was, because they got rid of their shooters.
I don't think they're garbage.
They're garbage. No, they're garbage.
They're on the down.
They stopped this process. The process that Sam Hinkie had in place, they stopped it.
They're on the down slope. They're not trash. They're not garbage.
They are on a down slope, but last year I was giving them praise because they were one step away from getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. I can't say that.
I mean, no, you had Jimmy Butler there. You had Embiid, you had Simmons. Now, if you kept those guys together instead of paying Tobias Harris $140 million,
50. Yep.
I don't even care if you paid Al Horford that. You don't pay Tobias Harris that much money over Jimmy Butler. I'm sorry. That is the wrong move. And you got rid of your shooters like Landry Shamet for Tobias Harris. You got rid of J.J. Redick. You got Covington. Come on. So now you're leaning on Horford and Harris to give you your perimeter shooting with maybe NATO coming in every once in a while.
Shake Milton is their best three-point shooter.
Bro.
If Shake Milton is your best three-point shooter, you're in hell of trouble.
Bro. And you know what? Guess what? This is what Philly deserves. They deserve this because they went out and poached Al Horford from the Celtics. They deserve this.
Don't spread that Celtics propaganda.
No. I'm going to be petty with this one. They went out and got Al Horford and overpaid him, which I'm glad he got his money. But they overpaid him for his age and position. You don't go out and do that. Spend $300 million on your team in the offseason just so you can get swept by the same team you were trying to beat 2 years prior. What sense does that make?
Yeah. Same thing last week, bro. We said the same thing last week.
So they deserve this. I pray to God that they can't get rid of any of these contracts, and this is where they stay. I don't care who they bring in. They have this roster. This is why I don't like that they put this on Brett Brown. Brett Brown is responsible for the spacing and the rotation and all that. Get it. But you're the one, Elton Brand, you're the one who decided to give him these players. You stripped this roster down from what you had. Trey Burke, they had Trey Burke at the beginning of the offseason, and they let him go. Like, you see what I'm saying? And Trey Burke has been balling out for Dallas. So this is on the front office. I don't care. I pray to God they keep these guys there, and this is what they have to work with. And whoever they bring in, I feel bad for him because if it's Tyronn Lue, then he's gonna get the same thing. Is gonna be blame on him. I hate it. Brett Brown doesn't deserve all the blame. He deserves some of the blame. But it's that front office, and they need to go ahead and revamp.
They're gonna have to trade Horford for somebody, dog.
Bro, buy Horford out, let him come back home. Buy Horford out, let him come back to Boston.
He got a 4-year deal though.
I know, buy him out.
Hell no, ain't no
buy him out. He'll come back to Boston for a vet, man.
He got what, like 2 years on that deal?
4 years, and he got like 20.
He got 3 left,
I think.
Mm-hmm.
He got 3 years left.
He got 3 left. They signed him for a 4-year deal.
Damn.
You see how dumb that was?
Yeah. It look.
What other GM is doing that? What other GM is doing that? 4 years.
Literally nobody.
Oh, hey, Vlade Divac. Hey, Vlade Divac would have gave you a run for your money.
Yeah, Divac. Yeah, that's true. That's
why he had to step down.
That's why he stepped down.
Kings. I'm just playing.
So
Brent goes.
But they're keeping those two together.
All right.
Yeah, because now you have the narrative for one more year, but you have the narrative of Ben Simmons wasn't there. We would have been able to win the series against the Celtics if Ben Simmons was there. No, you wouldn't have. You would have won 1 or 2 games. That's it.
Game 1?
He didn't play. He didn't play. He didn't make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, he was in the bubble.
You think that's
he was in the bubble. You're right. You wasn't.
What game did he go down? Is what I'm asking. Was it
exhibition.
The last game of the season, or was it
one of those
exhibition?
Yeah, one of those regular season seeding games.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're right.
Got you.
All right, bro. Let's move on to the Defensive Player of the Year award. But a whole lot of controversy was on my Twitter feed, man. They said Giannis won, but I was seeing a lot of AD love on my TL, bro. D-Ham, bro. Tell me how you feeling about Giannis winning the award, bro. Let me know something.
That shit's clown shit, boy. When I tell you, they threw that bitch in a pine, shoved it in our face.
Literally, bro. Literally.
Man, they put some whipped cream over that motherfucker. Said, "Here, there we go. We're gonna get y'all something just so we can go back and give Bron the fucking MVP."
Hey, MVP. They're not giving him MVP.
Ooh.
They're not giving Bron MVP. It's going to be Giannis everything. They're going to give Giannis all of these awards.
Hit that meter button.
Milwaukee. They want him to stay in Milwaukee. They want him to stay in Milwaukee because they know if he loses this year, he's coming to Miami for sure. He's coming to Miami.
Miami?
Yes, he's coming to Miami next year.
Who's coming to Miami?
Ooh.
Giannis, nigga.
You just said Joel Embiid coming.
Yeah, you can't get both.
I was fucking around with that.
Boy, you sounded serious when you said
that.
it.
That one sounds more likely to happen than Giannis.
Embiid with Bam? I don't want that.
No, without Bam.
You sounded serious when you said it. So
yeah.
I was fucking around. But Giannis is winning though. Giannis is coming next year.
I don't want Giannis in Miami.
I don't.
He don't need to be nowhere in Florida, Orlando or Miami.
He don't need to be in Miami.
He would fit in Miami, my boy.
No, the fuck he wouldn't. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, Derrick, move
you really about to piss me off.
Let me say my piece.
How about your magic suck? Nigga, your magic suck.
I need Quincy to understand. Bron getting the MVP. First off, AD should have got if AD would have got defensive player.
I want to talk about this conversation y'all was having with this poll the other day. Y'all talking about Giannis and Ben Simmons the same.
That was him. That was him.
Get the fuck out of here.
Giannis and Ben Simmons the same player.
I
did see that.
That was him.
No, they're not.
They do. Yes,
they're not the same player.
No,
you know why? You know why?
They play exactly the same.
Giannis doesn't have handles. Giannis doesn't have handles.
They're not the same player.
But the same player. They play the same. They're both the same player.
No.
Same deficiencies, and they have the same strengths. My nigga, Ben Simmons just hasn't been on a stage where he can show it to the.
Giannis is a better shooter from the perimeter.
If AD would have got,
that's the only difference. That's what I told him. That's the only difference.
No, it's not. Because Giannis don't have handles, and Ben does.
And Giannis can't pass the rock.
He gets to the cup though. As long as
Giannis does not pass. Yeah, he don't pass like Ben either.
Bro,
yes,
no, he does not.
If Giannis is coming down on a fast break and if he's leading. He's not looking for a trailer.
He's not.
He's trying to finish.
He's
Ben Simmons.
I agree with him on that.
I said that. What the hell? I said that. I said, wow, I definitely said everything that I'm saying right now. I definitely have said.
No, I said if he's coming down on a fast break, he's going to look for the pass.
No.
Giannis?
No, Giannis is.
I'm talking about Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told him. He had sent me a clip.
Ben Simmons gonna come down. He gonna
Giannis dunking on somebody. I said, pass the ball out.
I seen some shit. It was like LeBron would have ended up in Philly. It'd been like Ben Simmons drives, kicks it to LeBron. LeBron drives, kicks it to Ben Simmons. Like,
I see that.
I just need you to know if AD would have won Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis would have won MVP. But the fact that Giannis won,
excuse me,
no,
and I interject. Giannis shouldn't have fucking won that shit last year over Harden either. At the fuck off.
They don't love Harden, bro. They don't.
I agree with that. I can agree with that. I also don't think he deserved that defensive player of the year. He didn't. That defensive. Nah. Marcus Smart was a better defender than
Marcus Smart.
Giannis. Ben Simmons is a better defender.
Night in and night out than Giannis is any night in the NBA.
Thank you.
I give him rim protection only because of his length. But if we talking about straight up, and I got you 24 seconds on the shot clock, and I need to get a stop, I'm not putting Giannis in front of nobody
at all.
The fuck off. I'm not. Wait. Even the years ago, Gobert is one. I'm not putting Gobert in front of anybody either.
Me either. Nah, because and that's the thing. I don't know what's the criteria.
Look. I put Marcus Smart, and if we going back, I'm looking for somebody who's gonna give me some Tony Allen shit.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I need a motherfucker who's gonna be strapped. As soon as you come cross half court, bitch, you can't even pick up the rock.
Yeah.
I want that bitch, and I'm going the other way.
Yeah. Because what's the criteria?
Bro, I want somebody who's gonna run down and block some shit like Shannon Brown and not get the foul.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Yes.
Bring up Shannon Brown in 2020.
No, but that's a great point. That's a great point. Without fouling. Without fouling. That's an art. That's an art.
That is an art, bro. Like the shit that LeBron does all the time. Bro, you talking about?
He gets mad when we spit facts. He gets mad.
I said AD is supposed to win, and that's period.
The shit that we see LeBron doing the defensive end, night in and night out with his chase down shit, that shit's art. That's timing.
Bron.
Bro, it don't. What the fuck is you talking about? He just
got like you seen Bron do a chase down. Boy, you crazy as hell.
He does it now.
Now since 2011, bro.
He does it now. What are you talking about?
On Simon's the other night.
Derrick, when the last time you see this nigga Bron do a chase down? You seen Bron do a chase down?
Bron has done it a couple times this
look
season,
at the
bro.
damn highlights from
bro, I'm talking, bro. Bron used to do it every game back in 2011.
He's doing it like every other game now.
But he's still doing a chase down.
He's done at least 3 in the bubble. He's done at least 3 in the bubble.
You don't have to do it every game because AD carrying
AD's right there.
He's done at least 3 chase down blocks in the bubble. At least 3 since they've been in the bubble.
Niggas saying 3 chase down blocks in the bubble, my nigga.
No, I'm just saying he's done at least 3 since they've been in the bubble.
20 games, so 10% of the time he gonna give you a chase down.
No, but what I'm saying is, you saying he ain't did one since years ago. I'm saying he's done at least 3.
I don't do it like he used to. Is what I'm saying, bro.
He doesn't have to.
To your every game, my nigga.
He doesn't have to, because it's not just him anymore.
Back to Giannis, but the fact that Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year, this just gives us a reason to know for a fact Bron is getting MVP. They're not letting Giannis get both.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I had so many question marks over him this whole season.
No. Here's the thing, though. This is the reason why I say they're force feeding Giannis down our throats, because I think he's getting Defensive Player of the Year and he could get MVP. I think he could repeat. I think he most likely will, because they're going to try and force him to stay in Milwaukee. Small market team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He could. There's been rumors of him going to Golden State. There's been rumors about Miami.
That's not happening.
But neither one of those are happening.
Don't kill my hope. I hate when niggas try to.
Bro, neither one. Use logic on this one, man. Don't go with the heart.
I don't even like Giannis, but if he comes to my team, I'm gonna rock with him. I ain't gonna.
Of course you are. I
don't even rock. Give me Bradley Beal. I want Bill. Can we talk about that real quick? Because they talked about that in Cowherd.
Bill, you gonna put Bill and Butler?
No,
I'm talking about Bill to Philly for who they say?
Embiid.
Embiid.
Bill and Embiid.
They gave like 6 different scenarios. Like, would you trade Bradley Beal for Embiid? Would you trade Devin Booker for Embiid? Would you trade they gave like 6 names?
Do you not like that trade for Philly?
And gives him a shooter.
Yeah, and a pick.
But what's your defense outside of Ben Simmons and Bill?
Yeah, you got Bill. You ain't got fit questions no more. You don't have fit questions anymore. Ben Simmons can do his thing to the fullest.
Bro, not really. Not really, because you don't have
a fit with the two of them.
He doesn't have a thing to do.
You don't have a shooter. I mean, outside of Bradley Beal.
You're gonna trade for shooting. If you get rid of Embiid, you're gonna get shooting.
Outside of what are you paying Beal?
But y'all got rid.
Everybody get shooting. That's gonna be a part of the trade, because you're gonna trade Horford for some shooting. All of this is a part.
They might. Who's taking that contract? Outside of Sacramento, might be the only team that's gonna take that contract. So they ain't
gonna take it back.
They ain't touching that. And if they do, I'm flying up to Boston myself, and I'm slapping Danny Ainge out that office.
Hey, they gonna trade. Hey, Marcus Smart coming to the Western end to the.
Yeah, no, hell no, hell no. Marcus Smart, the heart and soul of that team.
But you made a good point, though. I could see Sacramento trading for that contract, though.
Sacramento's the only team I could see trading for Horford. I don't see anyone taking that contract. Now, if you do that and you go and get like a Buddy Hield, and you're bringing on, if you can figure out somehow, some way to bring on a Bradley Beal with Ben Simmons, that'll be interesting. That'll be intriguing. But what they really need is they really do need a point guard.
They do. They
need a point guard. So if you're going to make some trades, I would say maybe try to go after Oladipo. Maybe try to go after – no. I'm not saying Oladipo is the best guy, but he can at least run the offense. You try to get Oladipo. You try to go get who else is on the market? Who is on the market?
It ain't that many good people on the market this year.
There's no one really on the market.
Yeah, ain't really nobody on the market this year.
It's gonna have to be a free agent.
I know Ingram on the market this year.
I think
he's not a point guard though. You need a point guard.
I'm just saying those people on the market though.
Yeah, but you need a point guard to go with Ben Simmons. I agree. You get rid of Embiid if you're gonna get rid of one of the two. But you have to bring in a point guard that can run the offense with him. And that's why I don't understand why they let go of Trey Burke or Landry Shamet.
But even bringing in a guard in the Philly, that's like starting Rondo on the floor with LeBron. For what?
It works.
Here's the thing. The thing about it though.
Sometimes it's a very sometimesy thing because Bron's so used to having the ball in his hands. Ben Simmons is used to bringing the ball up.
But he's starting to
I agree with that. I agree with that.
He's used to being a facilitator. So when you bring in a guard, he now has to change his whole approach to the game. You got to think about it. Ben Simmons coming off screens, not shooting that bitch. He's getting downhill when he has to. He's getting to the free throw line and breaking them holes like fucking Shaq. And when he drives and kicks, it's effective only when he's surrounded with shooters.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The biggest things they need to get shooters.
Been surrounded with shooters. You put a guard in there that can shoot, like you said, go get a Buddy Hield. You're going to get like a BI. I'm going to put Brandon Ingram in that team. I fit him in and have him go to work. Because once you drive and kick and you rotate that ball a couple times, Brandon Ingram going to end up open sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
And if he don't end up open, he's going to end up with a one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. I'm liking that Buddy Hield thing. I'm liking that Buddy Hield.
Who's guarding Brandon Ingram right now?
Because he's not fitting in Sacramento right now.
He don't fit in Sacramento at all.
He don't fit.
He don't.
So that trade makes sense. And I
honestly think New Orleans should have gave him a shot. He had a very shit start to his career. Yep. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. He had a very shit start, but we saw the shit he did at Oklahoma.
Oh, Buddy's still good as hell, boy.
Right,
yeah,
right.
I'm not sleeping on him.
I'll take Buddy over Middleton.
Capable of.
Oh, for
hell yeah,
bro, for sure. The only time I see Middleton show up is when he plays the Celtics. That man turns into Michael Jordan. That man turns into Michael Jordan when we play him, man. Any other night, dude is just a regular dude.
We're not having Chris Middleton slander on him. That's not happening. Next topic, we're not slandering Chris Middleton.
No, I don't know.
Next topic.
Not slandering. Hey, but we've been on this topic for a minute. But let's talk about Earl Thomas, bro, before we move on. Earl Thomas, bro, got caught up and got cut by the Baltimore Ravens, man. I don't know. They say he was coming late to practices. The teammates weren't really getting along with him anymore. They say he could have been getting clowned for that situation that happened earlier in the offseason when his girl had caught him with that gun, or she had caught him cheating. And they say they could have been clowning him for that. And that's why it's a tenuous relationship in there.
Everyone should have been clowning him for that.
They said they were possibly clowning him for that in the locker room.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's a team. That's what a team does. Yeah. I would have got him on that.
If I'm Earl, I don't want y'all niggas to bring that up.
I thought you slipping and put the piece to your dome. Come on, dog.
That's facts, though, bro.
Hey, man, you went out sad than a motherfucker. We all got to clown you.
Yeah, because when you
I got to make him roll 100 yards just because of
that. For sure. Because you have money. You can figure out a way to do the cheating without getting caught like that.
Nah, you're going to get caught.
No, I'm not saying you're not going to, but not like that.
Not like that.
Nah. He got caught cheating like a broke man.
No, he did though. He did.
For real.
He got caught up. But what are the future landing spots? What do you see Earl landing? They said a lot of people really don't want Earl, man. That's like, wow.
I ain't even think about no landing spots. Like, honestly, I know as soon as people get let
You
go,
might go ahead and jump on somebody's coaching staff.
no, he can still play. Earl can still play. I ain't.
You said coaching staff.
He can still play, but where does he land?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where he could land right now. I
Them
really don't.
boys? Well, y'all,
Dallas is the only spot. Dallas is the only spot.
They only saying
He
Dallas.
anyway.
They only saying Dallas because he told Jason Garrett that he want to come to Dallas a couple years.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying because if you look at his Jerry Jones' track record, he's pretty much the only GM, owner, whatever, team owner that's going to be able to say, you know what, I'm not even thinking about what happened with you and why you're no longer with Seattle or why you're no longer with Dallas.
They do that all the time.
But who's willing to put up with a headache?
Bill Belichick.
No, who's willing to put up with that type of headache?
Oh,
Yeah.
Belichick is not willing to put up with that type. That's why Antonio Brown's not back in New England.
but
That's why he's not back there.
When did Earl Thomas become a headache? That's
what I'm saying.
No, look.
How do we
He signed
know
Antonio Brown knowing what he was going to get.
false?
He knew what he was going to get when he signed Antonio Brown, and he signed him anyway. Belichick was
I'm talking about Earl. I'm talking about Earl here.
Yeah.
You know that the stories that they're coming out with aren't false. And the stories were pushed just to push the narrative of, oh, he was a cancer in the locker room. That's why we had to let him go.
I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying with the narrative that's been out there of who is a headache, that's obviously what it is. So if you're looking at it from a narrative perspective, I get what you're saying, Edgar, about Antonio Brown. He gave him a shot because that didn't cost him a lot. You bring in Earl Thomas, that's still going to cost you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That like Antonio Brown was like okay, like that's if you cut him, that's not going to be a lot of money that you lose. But you know, Earl Thomas, I'm not saying he's going to be like the most expensive guy to sign, but he's not going to be vet minimum. Yeah, he ain't going to be there. So who's willing to roll the dice in that way? And the only person that would be is Jerry Jones. Which this is made up. Jerry Jones allowed, I forgot my guy's name that killed his teammate, the defensive player I think that was in Dallas. But he brought him back in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out for him. But the car accident that happened a couple years ago with
Greg Hardy?
No, not Greg Hardy. But he did bring him back. But like there's been a couple of times, incidents where those like that's the only team that someone's going to take that type of person on with that narrative following them. And you know, and I mean Mike McCarthy isn't really going to have much to say about it because he's going to be a yes man. He's a yes man in Dallas. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's true. But I see the Cowboys too. Potentially the Patriots too. Even though you said the headache thing, I see a fit there being that they lost Patrick Chung to the opt-out. They lost
Patriots.
It would make sense. It would make sense in the fit. Yeah.
And fit, yeah. But I don't see Belichick doing that, but I see it as a fit.
You could kill your grandmama, but if you producing still, the Patriots are signing you. The Patriots will sign anybody. We know this. We know this.
Look what they did that shit with Josh Gordon. Let his ass go.
He didn't do anything. He just smoked a little weed.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's stop acting like Pat.
Which I want him back.
Exactly.
Look, I would love him in Philly.
Was out here doing some crazy shit. He was just
yeah.
You know they're trying to what's his name, trying to get him back to Seattle.
Dude has an addiction. Like we can't just act like that doesn't exist. Like he's an addict.
It's a lot of addicts out here that living their regular lives.
Yeah.
You keep failing your test, like that's not going to encourage you to sign.
Weed is legal,
but it's legal now in the league. So
let me tell y'all I said this before.
No, you already said this before.
I ain't say it to them. They don't know. Did y'all hear when I talked about Josh Gordon? And I gave my piece on how this.
Derrick was here.
I don't think I heard that one.
I'm gonna run through it real quick. I feel like with weed being okay to smoke now in the NFL, I feel like that could hurt Josh Gordon because before. You were sneaking to smoke it, and you weren't smoking that much.
Yeah, you heard me say that.
Yeah.
Like you could just smoke a little bit, and now make you like you'll fail your test, and you can't play. Now you can smoke however much you want. Now what? You already have a problem with addiction in the past. How do I know you ain't gonna smoke too much before a game?
He smoked before games when he was with Cleveland.
I said too much.
Thank you.
I don't see him going overboard, bro. I don't see him going overboard.
You had a limit. You had a limit on how much.
He didn't have a limit.
He didn't have a limit.
Every day.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it at this. You know how many high school athletes we look at and they smoke on game day?
They don't get drug tested.
College, even then, college athletes that smoke on game day or throughout the week before practice.
But if you know if you know you can get surprise tested or schedule tested, and you're still choosing to smoke.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Aaron Hernandez was taking stuff before games too. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was. He still went out there and mental issues. He had mental issues too. But I think he, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was taking something or he was smoking weed before games, and he still produced at a high level. Not talking about what he did, but
he did produce at a high level.
In that way too. Yeah, but on the field he produced, right? Josh Gordon.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
That wasn't even funny.
It's not funny, but I'm just saying.
The fact that he's laughing so hard, like that's the.
It's not funny though. It's not funny though.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
I'm just saying. He's still out there. He went out there and produced for the team. Josh Gordon, when he was in Cleveland, still did the same thing. He smoked weed before games and still went out and balled. The only reason why he was younger. Well, honestly, he hasn't been playing that hard in the last few years. I still think he is able to produce at that level. For sure. That's why I'm saying he is a steal. He is for any team that gets him. I don't care if he goes back to Seattle. I don't if he goes back to New England.
He was producing in Seattle.
He still produced. Yeah, he's productive.
He I hope that's
a deep ball threat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is a threat. Yeah.
I hope the best for him. I hope the best.
All right, bro. Let's move on, bro. First off, shout out to Buda Baker for getting that huge contract. I really don't know his game. He safety from Arizona, but he got paid a 4-year, damn near $60 million contract, I want to say. So he got highest paid safety in the league right now. I think he was a 2-time Pro Bowler, so shout out to Buda Baker for getting that check, my guy. Let's move on to the social media wants to know portion of the podcast. The only question I got is, should the Warriors trade for Joel Embiid? Let me hear it.
No.
They have the number one pick. They have pieces.
I'm not explaining. Just know. I'm not even.
D-Hen, bro. Give me something. Give me something, D-Hen. Give me something.
I'm about to hop off this motherfucker, man.
No.
Everybody says no here?
Yes, no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Because he does not take his conditioning seriously. You're on a team. You go to Golden State. You're on a team that is serious about what they do.
Derrick is
day in, day out. I'm just going to say
it. But they could change their offense for him.
No, they're not changing their offense. As long as you got Steph and Clay, you're not changing your offense for anyone on this.
He knows we was gonna say no, Derrick. Don't say it.
I fall for it every time. I know I fall for it every time. I'm still going.
He knew we was gonna say no.
Hell no. Hell no.
I say yes. Instead of getting Wiseman, getting beat.
Golden State gets up and down the floor so quickly.
Yeah, he's gonna burn out by the first quarter.
End of the first quarter, right? In the first quarter.
Steph shooting at half court. Like he gonna still be on backcourt by the time Steph get his foul.
That's
one dude cherry picking in the whole game.
That's within 5 seconds of the shot clock.
And diminishing his career by sending him to the Warriors.
Yeah, he'll be dead.
Yeah.
No belief.
I rather send him.
He'll be done, man.
Look, man, I'd rather send him to Minnesota. Send him over there. Shit. I would go to the Suns.
Now that's what y'all should be jumping on.
Hey, look. Tibbs is no longer in Minnesota, so I'm not gonna, because Tibbs will basically run you into the ground, and that's why if he was still there in Minnesota, I would say something about that. But I'm not gonna say anything about that. Because of that. But yeah, I mean, Phoenix doesn't. They need to go ahead and break that team up right now. Because they're not. They had the look. They're doing good. They're a good team right now, a good solid team. But they're not doing anything in the West. Come on, now if they were Eastern team, they're not doing anything in the West. That's what I'm saying.
They would have made the playoffs this year, though.
You said they need to break the team up. I say all they need to
West if Ayton was playing the whole season.
All they need to do is add one more superstar. If they add one more superstar, you
What
gonna be
superstar are they
there.
adding? What superstar are they adding? What superstar are they adding?
That's not easy.
But I'm saying like
they need
not Embiid. I'm just saying over the next 1 to 2 seasons.
But who is it? Who's the superstar?
That's a good question. I don't know yet. I'm just saying.
They ain't getting no one down in Phoenix, bro.
But playing the way he's playing that, and Diante.
I don't care. It does not matter. That is all for nothing. Book needs some push his way out.
Book probably gonna get shipped to Minnesota. Honestly, if I was Minnesota, I would trade that number 1 pick for D Book.
I would.
On that,
I would for sure.
Because
who are you drafting? Who you gonna draft?
Edwards probably.
Edwards or LaMelo Ball. I mean, those are the only two that I can see them possibly drafting.
You get rid of Devin Booker just to draft Melo?
No. I'm saying Minnesota.
Straight to Minnesota.
The number 1 overall pick. Yeah.
What's the dude out of Memphis that got sat down this year? Wiseman?
Yeah.
Ain't he in the draft?
Yeah.
He predicted to go number 1.
Yeah.
He going 2 to the Warriors.
With Cat? You think he's gonna go with Cat?
Oh, yeah, he's going number 2.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now Golden State would make sense, but I mean, I don't know. I would trade the number 1 pick for Booker though.
Where does Cole Anthony land?
What are you talking about, Cole Anthony? He's been terrible this season, bro.
I gotta see the lottery.
He's probably gonna end up with the Heat though. No cap. He probably gonna end up with the Heat.
I gotta see the lottery order again.
Nigga, you want everybody in Miami.
I ain't saying anything. I'm just saying he gonna be available in the late first round, and the Heat got the 20th pick.
Yeah.
My drafts, I seen Cole Anthony. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he's dropping.
You think he's dropping down that low though?
Yeah, he's dropping low.
Drop down that low.
What you're picking at 20? What?
20.
You're picking at 20?
On the head.
You think he's dropping at 20 when it's not really a top heavy draft?
No,
niggas is not biting on Cole Anthony.
He shouldn't be any lower than pick 12 or 13. If he any lower than that,
going later than that.
I would be shocked if he's lower than 12 or 13.
That would be sad.
If he drops any lower than that,
even his father said he played a terrible season.
That's a Bowl at 44.
That doesn't mean he's going to drop at 20.
He's going to.
He can have he had a bad season, but that doesn't mean he's going to drop to 20.
Right.
And he had a lot of weaknesses that niggas starting to poke on, bro. I see him dropping. But when he goes to Miami, all the weaknesses is gonna be dead. But he had weaknesses that niggas seen.
Why?
Well, that's actually not a lie because Eric Spoelstra knows how to do the best with his players.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't disagree with it. The only thing I don't see is him dropping down to 20.
Exactly.
And the injury risk as well, bro. There's a lot of things that bake into this.
Pretty true. That's true. That's true.
But I mean, you gotta think a lot of these players are injury risk because they so used to getting up and down. So when things start to slow down, or you start to slow the game down for them, they're not used to that.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids used to playing that. They used to playing the up and down AAU ball. You know what I'm saying? And when you come into the league, you have vets that like to slow the game down a little bit. And when you come in and you move in at different paces, you got workouts that's different. You got training that's different. You got the travel that's also included. You know, it wears down on the kids, on them kids. The ones that's used to it, the ones that go like the EYBL, Peach Jam and stuff like that, them normally be the ones that can keep up with it, like John Morant, type guys that can go jump in, do whatever, whenever. Like, I'm still in shock that he down there took Kevin Love's life.
Yeah.
Bro,
with 2 feet in the ground, dog.
That would have been the most famous dunk in the past 10 years if he would have.
I still want that poster.
I still want the poster. The poster is still going to sell just off of the fact that the pose is so good. Like the pose is so good.
But still, nonetheless, like you said, the injury risk is high for these youngins that's coming in. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, a lot of kids can't stay healthy.
Especially when you don't have the same type of off season where these guys can go and work out full extent.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And when is the draft anyway? Is that September,
October 20th, I think, or October 16th.
That's gonna be a weird draft, man. It's gonna be so weird.
It is. They said it's probably gonna be one of the weakest. That's what I'm hearing.
October.
That's 16th. Why I don't think Cole's going to 20.
That's what I've been seeing in mock drafts. That's all I'm seeing in the mock drafts.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, bro. Let's move on to entertainment, bro. The only thing I got for entertainment is Brandy versus Monica versus. I don't know when this is coming out, but niggas was really sleep on Brandy. That's why I wanted to put this on the pod, bro.
I think it's like September, the first week of September.
Damn, it's in September?
Yeah.
The draft?
No, Brandy versus.
Oh, my bad, man.
Brandy versus Monica, my guy.
This nigga still thinking about the draft.
I'm sorry, man.
He still thinking about Cole Anthony at 20. He's still flabbergasted, my nigga. He's still.
That versus battle is on the 31st, fellas.
31st. I thought.
Okay.
August 31st.
Yeah, Monday.
Oh, okay.
Really?
That's soon.
That's gonna be a good one.
So who y'all rocking with though, bro? Who y'all rocking with out of Brandy and Monica, bro?
Monica. I like both though.
Derrick, you look like a Brandy type of chick.
I love Brandy. Brandy is so slept on.
He is.
But this is why I think it's gonna work in Monica's favor though. You know what I'm saying?
People know her hits.
More commercial. Yeah, more commercial.
Yeah, that's true.
Monica got more hits. So yeah.
All I know is when Brandy.
But look, Brandy can play that whole Brandy album and really beat Monica if we keeping it a beam. That Brandy
for sure.
Classic.
I
That Brandy
agree.
album is a classic.
I agree.
She can play that and not get touched.
And I don't know why people sleep on Brandy the way they do. I don't know.
She ain't never generated enough hits. That's why.
And that's what it is, bro.
She should have had Ray J as her manager.
She probably would have get caught up in
That dude knows how to market,
man.
No, dude knows how to market. Man. I don't know how early he was able to do it, but if he could, he should still try and manage her, man. He should still try it. Because I think he's got to. Nah, man. Dude knows how to market, man. He knows how to plug people. He knows how to market and plug people, man. Like, he's got a mouth on him.
Ain't he making glasses that flip down?
Didn't he put Kim K on the map?
Who?
Didn't he put Kim K on the map or no?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
I hit it first, yes.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, man. If he could
made a whole
Kim
song about it
Kardashian.
and said that song wasn't about her. Even though
He made a song about Whitney Houston too.
Yeah.
Ray J
is slept on too.
Is a legend.
That's a
It's a
straight
legend if we can get a D.
It's a
He
straight
a legend. He a legend.
Sure.
But D-Hen, bro, who you got, bro? Who you got, D-Hen?
Honestly, like y'all said, Monica.
Monica got hits, bro, but
I mean, she got hits, and that's really all these versus battles.
And she the auntie, so I don't want
it's who got the hits. One that I've been seeing float around my timeline is Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson.
Fantasia.
I'm taking Fantasia.
Bittersweet ain't getting touched.
But if we talking about who gonna take it to church, look, that one would be a good one.
Jennifer Hudson winning that.
Fantasia.
You're crazy.
I love
crazy, boy.
I love Fantasia, but
crazy.
J Hud getting that, dog. J Hud getting that.
Fantasia can sing me to sleep.
For real.
Look.
Ass voice. She's still gonna sing me to sleep.
Jennifer Hudson.
Just rub my head. Just rub my head too.
Jennifer Hudson has one of the greatest voices of our generation.
But does she have the hits?
She don't have the hits, bro.
We just talked about
it's
it.
hits.
That's why I'm going with the underdog. That's why I'm going with the underdog. Y'all going with Brandy for y'all underdog. I'm going with Jennifer Hudson for mine.
I feel you.
He said Monica.
No, Monica's winning it for hits, but
but Brandy is the better artist.
Yeah, for sure.
She's the better artist.
Brandy's the underdog, though. I feel like Brandy's
she's the underdog because she don't have the hits, but Brandy is the better artist, though.
For sure.
On the R&B totem pole.
And her range is.
Yeah. You are Whitney Houston, my nigga. Her career should have been way better than what it was.
When she did that Cinderella movie with Whitney Houston, her career should have.
Exactly. Her career should have been way better, bro.
I don't know why it didn't explode the way it should have, but.
Yeah.
She's appreciated. It's just it's that underground.
She ain't appreciated.
No, it's that underground appreciation. She just saw that commercial.
She don't have the mainstream.
It's like she's not plastered in our faces, but if Brandy was to die today, the whole world would be upset by that.
Yeah, and they're mainly gonna talk about Moesha. They're gonna talk about Moesha most of the time.
Yeah,
too. That's a sad part. Like
Moesha was mid too, man. Moesha wasn't crazy.
They're gonna talk about how she dated Kobe.
Moesha was mid.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be bigger now that it's on Netflix.
It's a lot of shows that I'm taking over Moesha. What you said?
I said Moesha gonna be bigger now that it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I hear niggas still talking shit about Moesha today. So
bruh.
I don't know. She was always mad at D. That was always my problem, bro. D was always trying to.
I think she didn't deserve the smoke. She didn't deserve that smoke, man.
She did it, bro.
She did. Now Frank, I'll give you Frank deserved the smoke, but And I was mainly I remember watching that as a kid, wondering what the hell was wrong with Frank's hair. That was literally my only question with Frank. It
got even worse now.
It got
I seen
worse.
That nigga recently.
I know.
Hold on.
It's like the same, just gray.
Are we taking Wayans Bros over Moesha? Is it even close?
Yes.
It's not even a competition.
Wayans Bros is one of the most underappreciated black TV shows.
Wayans Bros over Living Single.
Huh?
Wayans Bros over Living Single.
For me personally, yes. For me personally, yes.
Yes.
You said
personally,
yeses?
I don't know.
I feel like I need a woman on the pod.
I don't know. Living Single might edge.
Most people will say Living Single, but I personally feel like Wayans Brothers is better.
I think I grew up watching Wayans Bros. More.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know if I can say which one was
actually better.
Though.
Don't you feel like it's on more?
Yeah, it's on more. I don't know if I can say which one was better though, because they were both like giants at their time. Like
people appreciate Wayans Brothers now way more than they did when it was like.
Oh yeah, because it should have ran for way longer. It should have way longer, bro. It should have.
Hey, we need a Wayans family documentary. I said this before, I say it again. The Wayans family, they need a documentary. That's one of the most influential black families of all time.
Bro, if we don't have the Wayans family, we don't have Jamie Foxx. We don't have Jim Carrey.
Yep.
J-Lo. What's my guy's name? The black guy.
I know who you're talking about, bro. He was playing it.
He be on a lot of stuff.
He does, and I can't remember his name. He was on My Wife and Kids. The episode he didn't have no hair.
Him.
What's his name?
He be
crazy.
God, I know. I see his face.
What's his name? Pierre? What's his last name? Pierre?
I don't know his name. I never knew his name. I just know his face. Whenever I see him, I know him.
For real.
No. Hold up.
I have to find this out. Hold on. I have to find this out. Hold on, bro.
Bro, the Wayans and their sister too. Their sister not as famous.
She's slept on.
Yeah, she slept on.
Bro, because he was in that one skit. He was in the
David Allen Greer.
David
Allen Greer. You wouldn't have him either.
Yeah.
They're what they did for the entertainment business is significantly bigger than what a lot of people give them credit for. Chris Rock too. I mean, you had Chris Rock on there.
Chris Rock low key too.
Yeah. I don't know how you sleep on the Wayans family.
I just feel like they really need a documentary. Like we need a documentary.
I agree.
They do. I don't know too much. They from the projects too, bro. So to come up to where they at right now, come on.
Sure.
They need
for sure.
That big ass family and all y'all became something. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was. You had Keenan do him, and then he paved the way for Damien, and then he paved the way for Sean, and Sean paved the way for Marlon, and Marlon paved the way for I always forget their sister name, but she good too.
We wouldn't have scary niggas.
We'll have Don't Be a Menace.
Oh man.
We wouldn't have White Chicks. We wouldn't have Little Man.
And we wouldn't have Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry. I had to say it.
Maybe they shouldn't have been big. I don't know. Yeah, man.
Did anybody tell you this was an all-white party?
And he really believed that.
Right.
He really believed that in that song.
Giving us signs right then and there.
Said, this is an all-white party. I'm like,
that
was the funniest part.
I thought he was joking around in that movie, man.
He really believed it.
I really believe what he said in that movie, man. He's now calling for a boycott from Magic City.
Yeah, you see my tweet today?
Nah.
I put everybody else protesting for social change. Terry Crews, let's boycott Magic City. Like, what did that have to do with it?
What? Now you're going to go after black women's employment.
That has
what?
nothing to do with it.
I seen that Jid too. Jid said that same thing.
I heard the chicken is fire.
Yeah, it makes no sense, man. I want some wings.
Beautiful black women and chicken. Why are we protesting that?
Definitely the chicken.
I'm gonna say right now, ain't no one in Atlanta protesting Magic City.
You see, Bow Wow retweeted him. Bow Wow retweeted him and was like, "Hey, get off that nut shit. Go back to doing the robot." And like, I was like, Bow Wow. That's the one time everybody agree with Bow Wow.
Yeah.
They gonna come out with a documentary on him soon though. Shad Moss.
Yeah, Romeo. It's like a joint documentary. I think.
Oh, they are.
Oh, you told me that.
You told me that. Yeah, they are.
All right, bro. Let's get on to the Pass the Ox segment. So, bro, y'all give me some heat, bro. Something that niggas ain't on right now, bro. Song of the week for y'all. Something. So, Eric, I'm not Eric. Damn, Edgar. Put y'all names together. Edgar, give me something.
My song of the week is. I've been on my Money Man flow lately, so 24 by Money Man and Lil Baby.
Bad. Okay, D-Hand, song of the week, bro. What you got for me?
I ain't got one for real, but one that I was banging today in the car was Cold War by Cassius Clay.
Who?
Said who?
Huh?
Did you say who?
No, I said yeah.
No, I'm talking about Edgar saying something, bro.
I said, okay. I was like,
I thought he said who.
Cold War by Cassius Clay. That's the only one I could think of today that's not really like a mainstream song.
That's what I said. You dug deep with that one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, Derrick.
I mean, the newest one I think I was listening to this week was Deep Reverence with Big Sean and Nipsey.
I ain't listened to it yet. Is it good?
I like it. I know there's some people that, it might not be the best we've heard of Big Sean, but I like it. I like it. I'm excited.
How do you feel about that album being called Detroit too, bro? Detroit was such a classic, my nigga. Can it live up to the hype of Detroit?
It better be heat. It better be heat. And I think he's had enough time. He's had enough time to come out with heat.
I told Quentin this the other day. This is why Drake will never make a Take Care 2, because the expectations are too high.
Oh, see, like he can't make a Take Care 2. He can't compete with Nothing Was the Same either. Yeah. Like
Nothing Was the Same too. Just you can't even make a sequel to that. Like it's just
that whole album from beginning to end was just a vibe.
Everybody wants to Take Care 2, and I'm like, no, I don't want to Take Care 2.
Not Drake now. Now Drake back then. I could.
He poppy now. Drake real poppy. He really couldn't. I feel like he couldn't make a Take Care 2 no more.
I don't think he's too pop.
He literally said, "I'm a pop star, not pop."
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
Yeah, I hope Detroit 2 is phenomenal.
Big Sean is very underrated and underappreciated. So, yeah.
What is your favorite Big Sean project, bro?
I decided.
I think I might have to go with that too.
You gonna I decided over Dark Sky Paradise?
Yes.
I might have to go with I decided. But it's not saying that it's a significantly better project. Because I don't think Big Sean really misses at all.
Hall of Fame was terrible.
Yeah, I don't think he really
terrible.
I'm not gonna say terrible. I'm not gonna say terrible, but
the only song I liked was Sierra Leone. That was
I'm not gonna say it was terrible, but for the most part, Sean does not miss. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, like, I think this Detroit 2 is gonna be heat because he's had enough time to do it, to work on it. And we've been in the quarantine for the last few months. I don't want anyone coming out with something that ain't heat.
Exactly.
If Kendrick don't have heat, I don't want it. If Cole doesn't have heat, I don't want it. You see what I'm saying?
We're not taking no Cole slander. We aren't even gonna do that.
Bro,
ain't no slander. Ain't no slander.
Ain't no slander.
That's KOD vinyl, bro. The collector's edition. You listen. I don't slander Cole. Cole never misses. Cole never misses. But what I'm saying is,
it better be heat. It better be
heat when you come. Because especially when you're away for a while,
right?
And then you come back. Now Cole has been out he's been up front and center for the last 4 years. That's why I think that this next album might be a pause. Because we're still supposed to get a Kill Edward album, and we haven't received that yet.
Are we?
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're supposed to get a Kill Edward. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, people keep saying that The Fall Off is going to be his last album. It's not. It's that I think that this next album will be a time for him to pause because he got 2 kids, got a wife. I think he's going to want to be home for a little more. He might be gone for like a year or two.
Retirement that shocked me the most as of recently was Logic.
That came out.
Talking about retiring?
Yeah,
I ain't listen to him anyway, honestly.
I don't listen to him. Yeah, that did come out of nowhere though.
Some of his shit was kind of tough. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But one thing that I did realize musically, as of recently, a lot of the shit that we hear that bangs is from shit. It's like they from dudes that's passed away. Like a lot of they stuff bang a lot harder now. Like I was listening to some Pop Smoke earlier. I was like, damn, what if he would have gave us some more music? Nipsey, damn, what if he was able to give us some more music? Mac Miller, damn, what if he was actually able to live through his 20s?
Here's my critique. Here's my critique with that. With Pop Smoke, nobody, I'll say 90% of hip hop listeners were not feeling Pop Smoke before he died. The fact that Pop Smoke died before his album was even finished, and the amount of features that are literally on that album, I don't think he has a song by himself on that album. Every song damn near has a feature.
Well,
and all of the features on that album go super hard. Would the album have been as raw as people claim it is right now if all those features were on there? Because I feel like you had to put all those features to finish all of those songs. So I feel like the other names on that album carried the album to what it is now.
Well, and then 50 Cent helped out with producing it too.
That too. So I'm like
talking about that. I'm talking about the stuff that he had even before this album release. I was listening to Pop. So,
but you're one of the 10%.
See, I wasn't a Pop. I'm still not a Pop fan.
90% of hip hop listeners was not on Pop Smoke before he died. You're one of the 10%.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was like XXX though, bro. It was like XXX was the same way, bro. It was about like 20.
I didn't listen to either one of them like that.
Yeah, 25%.
I didn't know who Pop was till he died.
I knew him before, but
I didn't know about him.
Only like one song by him, and that was "Shake the Room," and that was only.
Was that Dior? Christian Dior?
I ain't
no.
That ain't song? That ain't Shake the Room? I thought that was the same song.
Two different songs, G.
Shake the Room.
I know that Dior ride though. I ain't gonna lie.
Shake the Room only snapped because Quavo snapped and he had the first verse.
Ryan Quavo in that set.
I'm just saying that was the only thing that
Yeah, I didn't realize how much I missed the Migos, bro, until they dropped that video last week, bro, with that young boy. I didn't know how much I missed the Migos, dog. I really missed it.
Never went anywhere. Y'all gave up.
Never did.
They did. They stopped dropping shit.
They stopped.
Everybody else stopped dropping shit. Nobody gave up on them.
Yeah.
Everybody gave up on them.
Well, I didn't say give up. I said I missed them because they weren't dropping nothing the hell.
I'll talk about everybody else.
I don't know. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm 30. So
I'm 21. We're 21.
22 finna be 23.
See, this is why this is a disconnect. Because I don't listen to these guys. I don't now.
You don't listen to Migos in Atlanta?
No, Migos I do. No, Migos I do. but Pop, XXX.
I don't listen to them either.
Oh no, we don't listen to them either. We don't listen to music.
Mac Miller.
We don't listen to music.
Mac Miller was. I ain't gonna lie. Mac Miller was nice.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't listening to Mac Miller like that. I've heard a couple of his songs.
I ain't gonna lie. Middle school days, Mac Miller was definitely a popular white rapper.
Yeah. But I didn't know anything about Pop. I didn't know anything about Pop Smoke. I didn't know anything about him until he died.
Nah. Crazy. Oh yeah, and my Past the Aux song was "Down Low" by R. Kelly. All right, and I think.
Whoa, what?
Huh?
This is what I'm saying. He just trying to leave off like that.
We still listen to R. Kelly now?
You can't just.
We've had this conversation before. We're not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna hide that I listen.
I can respect that.
As a person, I can
respect it.
Yeah, he's a shitty person, but I'm not going to deny his hit.
Music wise, I can't ignore that music. Like
no, he's good music. I mean, he's talented, very talented. But the only time I listen to any of his music is with Ron Isley, and that was one with Ron Isley though. Down Low. Oh yeah.
Down Low by R. Kelly and Ron Isley.
Yeah. But that's right. But anything Ron Isley, I'll listen to that's featuring R. Kelly. Okay. But
I like Contagious better.
I'm sorry?
Contagious. I like that song.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was just singing that the other day.
Look at that. He looking at me crazy for saying R. Kelly. He still listening to that nigga.
No, Ron Isley.
Hypocrisy.
That's Ron Isley featuring R. Kelly.
The loopholes in the music industry. All right, man. That podcast, bro. I think we got a little over 2 hours, man. But it was good content. Edgar, hit the people with the social media.
You can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at Q_N_E_podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page, Q&E Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the notification bell and hit all so you can see anytime we drop new episodes. Our email, QANDEpodcast@gmail.com for any business inquiries, questions, concerns, fan mail. We'll get back to you on there as soon as we can whenever we see your mail. Quincy's Twitter, Q_Hicks3. Mine, Edgar Martin 97. You can follow Quincy on Instagram at Q Hicks Production. You can follow me at Edgar Martin Official. Shout out to Blue Collar Media Group and MTMV Sports.
I would have messed that up.
He kill it every time, bro. He kill it every time.
I'm still my God, man.
D-Head, bro, give your socials. D-Head, give your socials.
I ain't giving out no socials, man. I don't be on them.
This nigga said, this is the second time we have been denied the socials.
You and about, boy. You and about.
Nigga have been denied the socials.
Act like don't find me. Do not find me.
Hey, y'all don't mind me. I'm gonna be on here probably one more time if these niggas hit me back.
This nigga here, y'all niggas keep denying the socials. Y'all ain't coming back, goddammit. All right, all right, Derrick, bro, give your social media.
Yeah, so my personal is Derrick_OTS. That's spelled the black way, DERRICK. And
Nigga gets me every time with that shit.
Yeah. I have to emphasize it, bro, because that makes no sense. DEREK, don't do that. I got my first and last name gets misspelled all the time. So, but yeah, Derrick_OTS and business page at OTS guys. At OTS guys. It's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find a link to that on our Instagram page. But yeah, just go follow and follow. Subscribe to the page channel. We have 17. I think now we're sitting at like 18 shows. I got such a headache even trying to figure out now. We have like 18 or 19 shows now.
I know.
Like,
I keep seeing different ones pop up every time I get on IG. I see a different one. I'm like, damn, this new.
Yeah, yeah. So we have our first YouTube channel show called Plugged In, which we review music from independent artists. So, go check that out and let us know what you think. All
right, man. Definitely go check out Derrick. I guess not D-Hen, but go check out Edgar and myself, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all boys for coming on, bro. I definitely wanted to get some more black opinions with these topics, man, with Jacob.
Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all.
Sure. Thank you for having us. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Yes, so we appreciate y'all for listening, and we out. Peace. All right, man, I'm going to cut it right here.